The demons hate you. The demons hate you. The demons hate you.
You will develop the mental effects. There is a rapid, very complete loss of contact with reality.
I'm willing to do what's right, and I don't want to go through what I'm going to go through.
There is a rapid loss of the body image.
I'm willing to do what's right.
The body's sense of time.
I'm willing to do what's right.
The body's natural clock just ceases to function.
I'm willing to do what's right.
Realistically speaking, they are nothing more or less than a period of insanity. Of insanity. Of insanity.
Have my mic muted. It's fucking Ace Attorney time, gamers. It's Ace Attorney time. I am not ready to do a shitload of reading, but I guess that's what's mandated of me. So where the fuck is Ace Attorney? Guess I gotta type it in. Okay, I fucking guess I gotta type it into Steam. I guess I had to type it into Steam. Heaven forbid I type it into Steam. How you doing, Sock? Hello, Patricks. Yep. Fuck. Oh, I am not ready to do 3 hours of reading out loud. At first, these Ace Attorney streams were fun. Now they become like a fucking tear on my voice because, like, I know tomorrow when I play Resident Evil, I'm gonna feel that shit. So, Your Honor, enough about women's rights. Let's talk about women's rights. How you guys doing? Botrix, how was your day? Botrix seems to be having an awesome day. He came right to work right away. He wasn't late like he usually is, so I'm happy about Botrix. Why am I not able to hear shit? Oh, okay. It's just extremely quiet. That's all. I love my soundbar. It used to work so flawlessly. Now it's really weird. I got to factory reset it whenever I want to turn the volume down. I don't know why. Hold on. Let's turn off this fucking reshade. Get out of here, reshade. Pitrix. Oh, fuck. December 27th, 2:11 p.m. This fucking cunt. What was Mr. Edgeworth talking about? Oh, yeah, because he said something about, like, returning a favor. A memory of a crime. I'm glad they summoned up because it's been like 2 weeks. It's been like 2 weeks. I was like, what did he say again? Okay. A memory of a crime that I committed. A memory of murder. Lactose intolerant people, when I kill them, interact overreacting. I was always, how are you killing them? I'd love to see someone kill a lactose intolerant person by like just drowning them in milk. Basically like forcing them to drink it. Fuck, okay. That's gonna be my evil villain art. I'm gonna buy like a giant vat of milk. I'm gonna find a lactose intolerant person. Just fucking hold on. Let me come in. Ah! Ah! I'm calling for you. I'm calling for you, lactose. Ah! Ah! Oh fuck. Chase the reactor. Thank you for subscribing, dude. Squiggly, you'd kill a lactose intolerant person. Would you kill a globalist though? That's the problem. Those are the people who really need to die. All those fucking globalists. Alex Jones can't be happy until you kill all the globalists. So I don't know. He's been sending me all his little pills, and that's part of why my streams have taken off. So I kind of need to be on Alex Jones' good side for now. The lactose intolerant mermaids when I force them to swim in milk. Oh. Anyways, gamers, I present you Maya. Do you really think Mr. Edgeworth killed? I don't believe it. Not Edgeworth. Some painful memory has been troubling him recently. But he'd never take someone's life. Never. Nick. I think this guy just has my voice, right? Yo, how's everyone doing? What'd you think of my performance today? I had him swooning in the aisles, huh, Maya? So swooning? Me? Oh, yes, I do remember feeling faint. Right on. Tell me the truth. It was like love at first sight, right? Right, Nick? Uh-huh. Me? Well, maybe my heart skipped a beat or two. I think you could do better than that, man. Come on. I saved Edgeworth in there, dude. Edgy. You guys should be bowing before me. Yeah, bow to your fucking hero. I relate a lot to Larry. I don't know why. Oh my god. Larry, you really helped out in the trial today. You did. I mean, yeah. Oh god, I won't be able to do that high voice the whole time. If you weren't there, Larry, I'm sure Mr. Edgeworth would have been found guilty. Ha 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 ha. God damn. But seriously, Nick, that boat shop caretaker guy is pretty suspicious. But Edgy ain't off the hook yet. Way to spoil the mood, Larry. Hey, I'm just a guy sitting in the audience, you know. But from where I was sitting, Edgy seemed pretty edgy. I'm edging it to Phoenix. Understandable. Oh man. I mean, can you really know he's telling the truth about that night? Dude, I got April Fools. That Mega Man 9 stream I did on April Fool's Day. I got fucking April Fools because YouTube. Let me show you guys this shit. I got pranked on my fucking holiday pretty much. So I was looking at this. I'm like, why the fuck is this ineligible? Like usually if you look on all my claims, like I'll share revenue and that's fine. I use Rob Zombie music, so I'm not surprised to see this. I don't care about this. But then I saw this one was ineligible. And I'm like, what? Fucking how? Click see details. Some guy's like Mega Man stream. My content was similar to like what they found in some dude's Mega Man stream. It's like, what? Can I see the stream? Like, what the fuck, man? Visual claimants Capcom? Capcom, what? I didn't actually see this part. Capcom, what? That's awesome. Hold on, there's like a 1 second part. On my way to see it has made just this screen. Oh my god. Capcom, fix this shit right now. I got 8. I know you fuckers watch my channel. Fix this shit. Greatest anime betrayal. I didn't even see it was Capcom. I thought it was some other dude's live stream who played the same game because that's what tends to happen. Like if I went the plot thickens right in front of me. Holy shit. Okay, hold on. Because if I go to copyright, it'll show like videos that supposedly have similar footage to me. But here's the thing, like, for example, this is like a Monster Hunter stream, right? If I go and click on this video, it's literally like a cutscene from the game that we just happened to experience in that stream. Like that's usually what happens. Like where is that? The Tifa outfit. Hold on, where the fuck is the? Was it at the very end? What? Oh, it was right here. Okay, cool. Now, granted, I had shit covering it, but still, it is funny. It's fun. We also got Gunnar Hinoa right there. So, I mean, it's not like the same image, but it was close enough, and like the music probably triggered it too, because I don't think the music was changed at all. But like, that's usually what happens. It's either somebody else gets struck automatically on my behalf because someone just happened to use the same footage as me, or it's the inverse. I get struck because I'm using footage from the same game that happens to appear in someone else's video. So YouTube's copyright system is not... It's really funny, but that's usually what happens. But So I was assuming it was some dude's Mega Man live stream. No. No, it's fucking Capcom. Are you sure? What do you mean, are you sure? Capcom did not want us to goon to splat. They did not. Understand in that same stream, in that same exact stream, I was joking like, oh, imagine some dude from Capcom USA being like, oh, I'm just gonna turn on this live stream. Someone's playing Mega Man 9. That's my favorite game. They tune in. I'm joking about Mega Man doing blackface, and then like the cops come up right afterwards. I'm talking about wanting to goon to Splash moment. And then finally, somebody at Capcom was like, I'm pretty sure the reality is they uploaded like a Mega Man 9 trailer or something, and it just happens to have those different parts of the game in it. But it's also funny to think that like that joke I made possibly could be true. I doubt it, but it possibly could be. Greatest anime betrayal. But yeah, that's why stream was late for a minute, because I was checking out my fucking copyright shit. I'm like, what? Because I rarely ever get ineligible, by the way. Like, it's usually sharing, and I really don't care because it's just me using other people's music. So it's like, what can I really do about that? What I do know is I'm going to believe in you two until the end. Us two? Edgeworth and who else? You mean me, right? Nah, he means me, right, Nick? Yeah, you, Larry. Not me? But why you, Larry? Huh? Actually, yeah, why me, Nick? That is a hilarious way to open the stream. The fucking copyright. My big worry is what happens when Capcom of Japan eventually catches wind. Because like, I'm surprised Capcom of the US didn't like cease and desist me right away. Some of the shit I made. What's gonna happen when like the dude who happened to design Hino and Minoto find my Monster Hunter Rise streams and they're like, ah! Okay, I destroyed my fucking creations. Look. Oh my god. Like what's Capcom in Japan starts watching? I'm bones, dude. I'm fucking bones. Enough of the silent treatment. Okay, hold up. Nick, why do you trust Mr. Edgeworth so much? I mean, he's changed recently, true. But when we first met him, he was kind of a jerk, don't you think? You didn't know him back then. Back when he wanted to become a defense attorney. Wait, look what they did to my girls. Exactly. Look what they did. Look what they did to my hot Wyverian waifus. What did they do to my girls? Oh my god. Was that when you two were classmates? Yes, in grade school. They saved me. Wow, what the fuck? And Larry. They saved me and I'll never forget it. That's why I became a defense attorney, you know. What? Hey, Larry, what's he talking about? Huh? Sorry, I kind of forgot. Look how they massacred my gills. Okay, Nick, out with it. I'm going to hear the story today, and that's final. Okay. It's kind of a long story, so hang in there. It was the very end of 3rd grade. I was on trial. A class trial. A class trial? You remember, Larry? That'd be funny if, like, I completely neglected that 3rd little box and just left it at that. Maya never heard the story today. You remember, Larry? Spring of 3rd grade? A kid in our class got his lunch money stolen. Lunch money? Our school was really small. Every month, kids would bring in an envelope with money for lunch from home. God damn it. Huh, I see. Anyway, this kid's envelope disappeared with $38 still inside. Oh, yeah, now that you mentioned that, I do remember that. I can see why you'd forget, though. You were out of school that day. Anyway, the envelope had been stolen during PE class. That's funny, keeping track of what days your friends were not at school. Who's trying to sign into my account? That's what I was saying yesterday when I couldn't log into Kick. I'm like, what the fuck? I was able to log in today, so I don't know what the hell happened, but maybe it was something wrong with their servers. How dare you make fun of a non-American for misspelling? I didn't make fun of you. I read it as it's written. It says Gills. Anyway, the envelope had been stolen during PE class. I was coming down with a cold, so I'd skip PE that day. I was the only one not in class. So they thought you did it? Yeah, the kids in class said I should be put on trial. Trial? So the next day we held a classroom trial with me as the defendant. I didn't do it. Guilty, he did it. Guilty is with you, thief. Give the money back, you're such a meanie. No one play with him. Just admit you did it, you gotta hide the truth. Tell us the truth, we're not going to play with you anymore. He shouldn't be allowed to relay race or the library committee. Give me back my 50 cents I loaned you. Now, Phoenix, you know you shouldn't steal people's money. It's not right. In the end, even the teacher thought I'd done it. Go over and apologize, Phoenix. I've been getting this stupid ass ad for like a mobile show or something like that. Is what the fuck happened to like Tubi or whatever the hell it was called, right? Or Quickums? Quickly? There was some stupid like app that they made like vertical movies for basically, and you watch them in like bite-sized pieces. Whatever it was called. Quibi, that's what it was. So Quibi, that's the idea behind it. And then the company fell apart because they ran it like complete shit. But now you have all these different things hijacking that idea and making all these stupid, ridiculous shows in the same format. So I got an ad for one of them. It's the exact same premise as My Hero Academia. And I've never seen My Hero. The only reason I know this is because my younger brother's obsessed with that shit. But like plot to plot, it was exactly the same as My Hero Academia. It was hilarious. It was fucking hilarious. Everybody has superpowers except for the main character, right? And then he finds a superpower. Except it's about like vampires, so he becomes a vampire. But like then there's fucking aliens. There's like a war with like aliens that his like mom and dad died in or some shit. It's like... But like then most of it are these school scenes, and it's like literally beat by beat My Hero Academia. Fucking terrifying, man. I didn't know what was happening. Boy is scrawny. I know, right? I can't see your face, but I know you had a shit-eating grin when you read it. I have a shit-eating grin all the time. What are you talking about? I like to smile. I like to smile. I was so sad I couldn't stop crying. That actually fucking hurt, by the way. I don't know how the Joker does that. Oh. Everyone was staring at me like I'd done it. I tried to apologize. I went to where the boy whose money had been stolen was sitting. That's when it happened. He shouldn't have to apologize. The only thing that belongs in the trial is evidence. Oh, wait, hold on. I just realized you're saying this. Anything else has no place. You should all be ashamed. Amateurs. Miles? It wasn't you who stole my money, was it? No. Then you shouldn't apologize. Everyone's been shouting you did it, but no one has any proof. That's why, Your Honor, this boy needs to watch Power Rangers. It'll teach him good morals. But Miles, it was your money that was stolen. Yeah, he did it. He's the one. We don't need proof. Make him say he's sorry. Why don't you all just shut up? Oh, that's Larry. This is always how it is. Everybody ganging up and picking on one person. Just think about how he feels. He said he didn't do it, so he didn't do it. Very well. I will replace the money myself. This class trial is over. That could never happen in modern day. By the way, if money got stolen, the teacher would not have any fucking money to make up for it. His finger is the size of his head. Edgeworth's? Is that supposed to be Edgeworth right there on the right? It doesn't quite look like him, but it's like, I don't know. Where is he in this picture? I don't think he's present at all. Are they implying that they're in like the back of the class or something? Edgeworth would never sit in the back of the class. That's how it happened. After that, the three of us were the best of friends. Wow, I had no idea. Yeah, I had no idea either. I mean, I forgot. That's when I learned what it meant to be alone. Totally alone without a friend in the world. You did a good thing, Larry. Oh, yeah, well, it was just lucky that I took the day off from school. If I'd been there, they would have thought I'd done it. So I took it kind of personally, see? When something smells, it's usually the butts. Anyway, Edgeworth and I talked after that class trial. That's when I heard his father was a defense attorney. I remember his eyes would shine when he talked about his father. His finger is as big as his head. Who the fuck drew this? Why are his hands so huge? Holy shit. Somebody definitely did the fucking like gay palm trick on him. There's no way. Have you guys ever heard it? If your hand's bigger than your face, it means you're gay. They most definitely did that with him. Like, your hand's bigger than your face, it means you're gay. And he'd have like two hands basically covering his face. Like, that's how fucking big his hands are. Holy shit, they're so big. What the fuck? A famous defense attorney. I mean, a famous defense attorney. Then a few months later, he suddenly transferred to another school. The DL6 incident. Right, I'm not sure, but the transfer probably had to do with his father's death. That's so sad. It was several years later when I heard Edgeworth's name again. There was an article about him in the newspaper. The headline was something like Dark Suspicions of a Demon Attorney. God help whoever he... You mean Gumshoe? Gumshoe does not get it easy, dude. At his day job, he gets fucked over and cucked by Edgeworth, and in the bedroom, Edgeworth is like, "All right, open up, Gumshoe." He's like, "Ah!" I love imagining him with the fucking Linkara voice. "All right, Gumshoe, it's time for your punishment again. And then we will watch Power Rangers afterwards." Fabricating evidence, manipulating testimonies, covering up facts. The article said he'd do anything. See why I don't want Capcom of Japan to watch these streams? Most definitely some Shinji Mikami's gonna... Well, no, he works somewhere else. Whoever would be in charge of like Ace Attorney right now at Capcom, assuming that's still a thing, like... would be watching this. They'd be like, "What the fuck is going on here?" You need somebody to translate it. I saw you. The article said he'd do anything to get a guilty verdict. Anything. But why? What happened? I mean, that's not the Edgy I used to know at all. That's what I thought too. I tried to get in touch with him. I don't know how many times. He never replied. I guess he didn't want to see his old friends. I couldn't just drop it, though. I wanted to meet him to learn why he had become who he had become. God damn it. That's when I decided. Wait, you don't mean... That's why... Gumshoe, you feel looser... Gumshoe, you feel looser than usual. Who else was in here? Von Karma, boss. Von Karma? Manfred. Von Karma's got even bigger hands. he goat sees Gumshoe's asshole. This stream's gonna get me put to death. Oh, objection. Poor fucking Gumshoe. Can we please stop talking about Gumshoe's torn asshole? The poor fucker. Okay, fuck. I gotta put a stop to this. I can't stop laughing. Oh, fuck. Jesus Christ. My fucking chest hurts, dude. Okay. Jesus fucking Christ. The face Maya is making is so appropriate for this. That's why I'm still laughing. Like she looks like she walked in on something crazy, and she did. She fucking did. She should not be here. Holy fuck. Phoenix, what's this guy talking about? Like Phoenix is trying to hide his erection. He's like, God, I wish that was me. Oh, fuck. I'm trying to think about it logistically. Where the fuck would Gumshoe be Van Karma? Manfred. Oh. 40 years, Manfred von Karma has had a successful fisting history. He's never failed a single one. and Edgeworth learned from the best. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. Okay, let's get Maya's stupid fucking face off the screen so I can stop laughing. If I was a defense attorney, I knew he'd have to meet me whether he wanted to or not. In court. Now Maya's disappointed. She's like, this is still going. Edgeworth believed in me and I believe in him. He's in pain and no one's on his side. I'm already a demon, Maya. Like, he grows the fucking horn at his forehead. I'm the only one who knows the real Edgeworth. I'm the only one who can help him. Whoa, Nick. So is that why you helped me out for free? Yes. I helped you because I believed in you. Except I don't remember saying anything. Saying I'd do it for free. Oh, Nick. You need to make a sequel to the horny fanbase vid, but just replace the Ace Attorney section with us talking about how Edgeworth and Von Karma fist Gumshoe. There will be a part 3, by the way. I've already decided what the part 3 is. At the very end, we wrapped up with like all the mods and stuff like that. So I wanted to do a further dive. I actually want to talk to some of the people who make all those horny ass mods and like get in contact with them, figure out why they're like doing it, like what motivates them to do it. And then see what kind of conclusion we come to at the end of that. So, I mean, that's my plan. I'll probably start making that. There's like September's 2 months before November, right? I'll probably start it in September. Start like reaching out to people, and we'll see. We'll see. I'll have to come up with all sorts of questions to ask them, but I think it'll be a cool video. But yeah, no, not November 2025. And then, maybe I'll throw some Wattpad people in there too. That might not be a bad, because then that would be an excuse to include what just happened now. Just pull up find somebody who wrote like an Ace Attorney Wattpad and be like, hey, here's this clip on my stream. Can you write a story about that? Can you write a story about Edgeworth fishing Gumshoe? And then he gets betrayed by like Manfred. Manfred fries his fucking anus open. Coatsies his asshole. All his dick size went to his fingers. Absolutely. Oh, Edgeworth and Von Karma fist Gumshoe. Oh, fuck, I'm going to hell, dude. God, I just did the DSP snort. God fucking damn it. Oh, fuck. You know I'm laughing good when I snort uncontrollably afterwards. Holy fuck. The coughing too. Okay. We have to save Mr. Edgeworth if it's the last thing we do, okay? Right, it very well may be. First, there's that rental boat shop caretaker. We need to find out who or what he is. I'd settle for who. I guess I can clean out some of this evidence I no longer need. Okay, let's go. Okay, let's see what's still here. Did they actually clean out any evidence? It looks like all the stuff we had is... Oh, right. Like the map of like the empty ocean and stuff like that. Okay. Which implies that all of this will be useful somehow. Not Gumshoe and Von Karma NTR. What the hell is NTR? Oh, fuck this fucking game. You look grim as always. We've been watching the intro for 30 minutes because I keep interjecting with the fucking Gumshoe getting his ass destroyed. Oh. Mr. Edgeworth, I heard that story about the class trial. Class trial? What do you mean? You don't remember? No, I don't. Your lunch money was stolen, wasn't it? In 3rd grade? Lunch money? Oh, all right. Yes, I seem to remember something like that. Nick, I think you're the only one who really remembers. Well, it probably only mattered to me anyway. Mr. Edgeworth, didn't you know? That trial was the reason Nick became a defense attorney. NTR is basically cheating and stealing your part. Really? Oh, I didn't even know about that. Ridiculous. Gee, thanks. That said, it does sound like the kind of thing you do. You haven't changed a bit, have you, right? So simple, to a fault even. Well, maybe yeah, but I think you changed too much, Edgeworth. Perhaps. Hey, Edgeworth, why did you become a prosecutor anyway? You used to look up to your dad. You said you wanted to be a defense attorney, right? I couldn't let myself deny reality like you. What do you mean? My father was taken from me, and you want me to defend criminals? I'm sorry, right, but I'm not that good of a person. One suspect was apprehended in your father's murder, right? Yes, the man trapped in the elevator with my father. His name was Yanni Yogi. He had to be the shooter any way you look at it. Edgeworth is fucking wrong, by the way. Spoiler alert. Edgeworth is so wrong. Yet, he was found innocent. That defense attorney got him off the hook. That would be Robert Hammond. So much sexual intent between Phoenix and Edgeworth? No, I'm pretty sure it's between Edgeworth and Gumshoe. There's no other way. I think Phoenix has like a schoolgirl crush, and Edgeworth doesn't return it because he's already got feelings for Gumshoe. I think that's what's going on. I'm gonna become an interviewer or something. for what? Who are you gonna interview? Oh. I hope he doesn't interview me about the people I keep in my basement. On that day, 15 years ago, the 3 of us were trapped in that elevator for 5 hours. When we were rescued, we all suffered oxygen deprivation. I wonder if there's like a nitrogen bubble in maybe Edgeworth's brain or something like that. I had lost all memory of the murder. Lost your memory? Even now, I can't recall what happened in that elevator. I'm fucking dumb. There's probably no way you can get a nitrogen bubble. I think you have to be in water for that, right? That was the crux of Yogi's attorney's argument in court. He claimed Yanni Yogi had been not of sound mind due to the oxygen deprivation. Yogi was released due to a lack of evidence. Innocent. That's when I changed my mind. I started to hate defense attorneys. What's your relationship with Von Karma? He's my teacher and a man who deserves respect. I learned everything I know of courtroom techniques from him. So he's like my sister was to you, Nick. He is a perfectionist in all things. In court, in his personal life, he's even cataloged every episode of Power Rangers. He is obsessed with doing everything perfectly. Perfectly, huh? Gumshoe, it's not what it Gumshoe, it's not what it looks like. In all the cases he has taken on, none were left unsolved, and not one suspect was declared innocent, ever. But that's... I know, it's possible some of the suspects were indeed innocent. However, it is impossible for us to accurately determine that in every case. All Von Karma does is his job, to find the suspect guilty perfectly. In any case, it's nigh well impossible to find a weakness in him. Should a weakness appear, he would do everything in his power to make it go away. Edgeworth, if what you're saying is true, you're headed for a guilty sentence tomorrow. He's right. Now's no time to praise the enemy, Mr. Edgeworth. It's a strange situation in which I find myself, I'll admit. They also don't have Power Rangers in this room. I want my Power Rangers Funko Pops. No children are in my future. Just Funko Pops and DVDs. That I will share with Gumshoe in my will. Edgeworth finally fucking dies. Gumshoe inherits like a box of fucking like Power Rangers DVDs. He's like, well, you can't leave me any money, motherfucker. My giant ass fingers are only for you, Gumshoe. I like how it rhymes. I just want someone to jiggle my phone. What the fuck is wrong with chat? What's up, Dick Sucky? Dick Sucky, how you doing, Lord? R/14. I'm 14 and this is deep. What is something you don't understand about teenagers in their phase? I don't know. I was a teenager, so I feel like I kind of understand like everything they're going through. And I just want to say to those teenagers, it's fucking stupid. Grow out of it. Anyways. I'm 14 and this is deep. I mean, there's nothing to not understand. Their brains aren't fully developed, so they don't understand that it's fucking cringe. Everything they're doing is just cringe and stupid. But, you know, they'll figure it out eventually. That's the saving grace. They will grow out of it. The problem is when they don't grow out of it. Those are the people I don't understand. I just joked about Edgeworth getting, like, Funko Pops and DVDs and, like, actively choosing not to, like, procreate. But, like... some people are actually like that. And like, I don't want to say that lifestyle is wrong. However, I do think when you spend your entire adult life watching cartoons for kids, you know, it does something to your mental health. I do think that's fair enough to say. I think a good amount of the people who are in those kinds of communities, the other day I was talking to Ivan about Mario games. Ivan was like, yeah, I played a lot of Mario games. And I'm like, okay, Ivan, this is going to determine whether we stay friends. Which Mario games? And he said Mario 64, Mario Sunshine. And I'm like, thank fucking Christ, man. If you said Mario Galaxy or Mario 3D World, I would have fucking like stopped being friends with you right away. Because like there are people who I dub them the stupid people Mario games, and the reason I call them that is because Mario Galaxy is just a really fancy hallway. If you think about it, every Mario Galaxy level is just a hallway, and then it happens to bend around a planet, so it feels less like a hallway. But if you were to unwrap the planet and just lay it out straight, it quite literally is a hallway. And then the other thing I hate about 3D World is like 3D World then did that very same hypothetical. so it just became a bunch of 2D levels, and I'm like, fuck, man, can we get like a good Mario game? But man, this is why I'm not a Nintendo fan anymore. They don't want to make a good Mario game. Odyssey was the last one, and Odyssey was okay. But fuck whatever you say about Sunshine, man. I think that game's the GOAT. I think that game's the fucking GOAT. All right? Whatever problems it has, I'm willing to overlook because it's really fucking fun. Whereas like Odyssey, that game's also fun. It's really well made. It's really well polished. You know, I like a lot of the aspects of Odyssey. Fuck, man. Some of that modern Nintendo shit is just so annoying. Shut up. I got Rainin, you should react to that Left 4 Dead 2 analog horror. No thanks. Socks, shut up. I got a post of the top R14. I'm 14. Someone like relay one of those I'm 14 and this is deep posts. Maybe there will be something I don't understand in that. But no, quite literally, like there will be like a band of adults who just obsess over the shitty Mario games, the stupid ass fucking 2D ones like 3D Land and 3D World. And it's like, really, man, you can't even pick one that takes like a little bit of brain power to play. You gotta do the kiddiest one possible. Fuck, man. Anyways, don't do that when you grow up. Do grown up stuff, please. Goddamn. Okay. Fuck, says the 25-year-old man playing a Nintendo DS game. Anyway, present. I'm gonna show the badge. Sorry, I'm not sure I can help you with that. Never mind. Why, Rainin? Becoming a fucking I just don't like reacting to stuff. Every time I react to something, like people get annoyed at me for pausing the video and talking. Which is like, that's the point of reacting, right? You're supposed to react to it. People are like, why are you pausing it? Just watch, dude. Stop talking. And I'm like, okay. If you want to see the video, go watch it on your own, man. Hey, pal, long time no see. Also, this is an Ace Attorney stream, goddammit. We gotta play Ace Attorney, goddammit. This game's fucking scary. Alright, this game's fucking scary. Look at this bitch. I tried to find a clip of Alex Jones screaming, I'm coming for you, Globus. Like I tried to find that clip. I can't fucking find it anywhere. I swear to God, I know what happened. Like there can't, it has to be some insane Mandela effect shit. If not, because like I've seen so many people reference it, and that's why I'm referencing it right now. But like, I don't love it when people connect pieces. What? You don't like it when people think about what they're reacting to? What are you talking about? I don't know. The thing about like reactions is like people will ask a streamer to watch like a YouTube video and it'll be like 4 hours long. And then like they're just supposed to sit there and watch the whole thing and not say anything. Keep in mind, this is a very stream that started with me talking about copyright and how like just having someone else's video on the screen will get you in trouble. So like, the part of the reason I pause it is so I don't get in copyright troubles. The part of the reason why I pause it and talk over it is so I don't get in any copyright problems, right? The other part of it is a moral thing. If I don't do that, I'm basically stealing their video, and that wouldn't be cool. Imagine if someone stole one of my videos. So like you can react to one of my videos, but please fucking pause it and talk about it while you're doing it, please. Pieces, puzzle pieces. I gotta put commas in and shit. If I ever work at a hospital, I'm doing coma patient. You're gonna show a coma patient like the Nikocado like skinny video. I was fooling you all for years. Meanwhile, dude's like just looking. He wakes up 9 years later. It's been 9 years. He wakes up. Did that fat dude turn skinny? Did I have a fever dream? Did I have a 9-year-long fever dream? Like what is happening? What do you mean like what is happening? I'm sorry, but you brought it upon yourself.
Care to explain?
I keep forgetting I have a soundboard.
What the fuck?
That Brian Griffin sound would have been awesome if I remembered it while we were going on about Gumshoe's ass being torn apart. What the fuck was I talking about before? This might as well be a chatting stream. This shouldn't even be an Ace Attorney stream. We're barely playing the game. We're pausing it every opportunity possible. Oh. Rosewood today. What the fuck was I talking about? Anyways, yeah, that's why I don't react to stuff. I'd rather just like play a game and react to the game than react to somebody else's video. And like the other thing is like most people are cool with it. They're cool if you react properly. If you add like actual insight, those people are cool. The people who are not cool are the people where you go out of your way to react properly and make your work iterative of their work to the point where you could watch both pieces of content and get a different message from each one. And then they still copyright strike it either. It's like, okay, come on, come on, motherfucker. So that's another reason why I don't do it. I never know like who's gonna be like that. I never know. I could fight it. I could argue it's transformative. I've done everything I can to make it transformative. I'm pretty sure I'd win, but I'd rather just not deal with it. Like in horror movies, when you have shit, then you put the pieces together, then you find like you figure out what's happening early. You figure out like before you get to the ending. Wait, why'd you mention that? Did that happen in the Left 4 Dead 2 ARG or whatever you're talking about? Gumshoe says, I got so worked up I snapped my tie in half. Sorry about that. No problem, pal. Thanks to you, we now know who really did it. You mean the boat shop caretaker? Look, I'll make you a promise. I'll have that scoundrel in my custody by trial time tomorrow. Come what may, it's my duty to you as a police officer. Now I'm off to catch me a criminal. Detective Gumshoe sure is active today. Oh, one other thing. Eek. Gumshoe, as punishment for your crimes, we will surgically mend your ass crack. I'm going to take a stapler to your butt cheeks, Gumshoe. You can't afford to eat, so therefore you can't afford to shit. Staples his ass shut. Do you guys remember that moment in JJK where Ai Toto made an entire AO3 fanfiction? What the fuck is AO3? Oh, wait, did you mean to type AOI again? Io Toto. By the way, I've never seen JJK. A lot of people look at me and they're like, oh, you watch a lot of anime, right? And I'm like, no, I do not. I've seen maybe like 4 anime shows. 4 anime shows. I held up 3 at first. I've seen Death Note, Hellsing Ultimate. There was this one like mermaid anime. And then I saw Manu Haikenshu. And that was it. That's literally it. That's the whole list. No Naruto, no Boruto, no JJK, no My Hero, none of that. None of that. No AO3. So wait, so what the heck is AO3? No Evangelion. What else? I don't know. Guys, just name a bunch of animes. I promise you I've never seen it. Oh, Kill la Kill. Okay, so the list is 5. Kill la Kill is on that list. I forgot. Those cave diver shorts. Little John found a crack named Devil's Anus. He went in there and it was a tight fit. When he got in, a boulder fell, locking him into Devil's Anus. Water started to rise. Damn, he got fucking cave bored. He got anal bored by a cave. This stream is a fucking nightmare. The YouTube robots are gonna watch this. They're gonna be licking their chops. No money for you. Oh man. The woods? Where Lana was camping. The woods are off limits to camping, and apparently the park ranger found out. He got pretty mad. No one could go in for a while. I guess Lana's in a lot of trouble. He screamed help. He was found dead 5 minutes before rescue arrived. Uh-oh. Man, well, if only he held his breath for 5 minutes. Wait a second. Did he run out of oxygen? He came in with like an oxygen tank, right? That's usually what cave divers do. Have you guys ever seen the sequel to 47 Meters Deep? The shitty one with like the blind shark? I watched it with my brother. There's a scene in it where they're like, oh, that's a Mexican Petra. It's like this little see-through fish slowly swims towards them. I wonder if I can even find that scene. Hold on. Imagine the cave is called hell. What the fuck was it called? You will not believe. If I can find a clip of it, you will not fucking believe. Mexican killer. What the fuck? Mexican Petra death. Okay, maybe I can find the fish scream. Oh fuck! I might have to pull up the actual movie. Oh. This fucking cracks me up. I will not break. What the fuck is this guy playing? What the hell? I will not break. I will not break. I will not break.
Oh, I wouldn't.
This fucking, that's a Mexican Petra.
Fishy, fishy. No, Nicole, I wouldn't.
His oxygen tank bursted. Oh, okay. I can't get over the fish screaming. Go. Cosmo says hello. How you doing, man? The fucking list with all the exclamation points after it. That movie was fucking awful. The first one was actually pretty good. The sequel where they're in the cave was one of the stupidest things I've ever seen. Oh, I will not break my gooning streak. I appreciate the tenacity. Anyway, I'll be seeing you two tomorrow. Oh, that movie's so fucking tight. Think of this stream as a chatting stream, I guess. I don't know, because we're barely playing any Ace Attorney. We're barely playing any. Each line of dialogue has like a 30-minute break because I'm showing you something stupid. The steel eyesore is missing. Eyesore? Looks like the hot dog stand is closed too. I guess Larry's too busy worrying about Mr. Edgeworth to show up to work. Okay, well, we gotta go to the boat rental shop. I still can't get over the fish screaming. That old caretaker got away. Yup. I never imagined he might be the real murderer. I didn't see the fish, but the fish looks like that British fish. Which one? British fish. I'd know that clearing of the throat anywhere. Grossberg. Oh, hello. What might you be doing here? Out for a walk. Oh, the days of my youth. Like the scent of fresh lemon, you see. Mr. Grossberg, this is no time for idle reminiscing. Mr. Edgeworth's trial is tomorrow. That is true, yes. But from what I saw of today's trial, Edgeworth should be fine, right? Well, I'm not so sure about that. With the front... Oh, I see what you mean with the British fish. With the fucking buck teeth. I think I've seen that too. Oh, I love fucking fish, man. Fish are so crazy. Just like in general. What do you mean by that? Well, I'm not sure. Oh, made that shark look like Uncle Timmy pretty fucking stupid. What the fuck are you talking about? OMG, is that your father? This is not my dad. My dad's the polar opposite of this guy. My dad's a bodybuilder. If you find anything out, come by my office at once. I may be able to offer you some assistance. Thanks, bye. Just walks away. What do you think Mr. Grossberg was doing here anyways? Who knows? Mr. Grossberg was being paid. You love fucking fish? Absolutely. Absolutely. When they come out sucking. That's a perfect opportunity. Is that your father? Nobody's home. Now that's my dad right there. Hello? 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 Hey, it's Polly. I wonder where your owner's gone, Polly. Hello? I miss you, Hal. Hal. I can't believe he'd run off and leave his poor parrot to fend for herself. Hello, hello. Okay, can we open this vault now? That reminds me, Nick. Polly here knows the number to the safe, right? Yeah, that's right. Polly, what's the number to the safe? Hello. The new DMC came out today, and I finished it a few hours ago. That shit was dope. Oh, you binged the whole thing? Okay, cool. I was wondering about that. I haven't seen it yet. I mean, it did just come out today, but yeah, I went out today. Oh, let me tell you guys about this. So, there's a, I don't know if you can see it, but there's a particular box back here. I went on a little funny misadventure. So, right next to my 20-pound weights, I have like a coworker's birthday party tomorrow. And I asked him, hey, you said to bring drinks. What do I bring? I'm thinking Modelo or Asahi. And he's like, bring whatever you want, man. And I'm like, okay, most definitely people are going to bring Modelo. So I'm going to change it up a little bit. I'm going to bring Asahi. What happens? I go to the Asian market because you can't find it in a usual, like, regular grocery store. I go to a Japanese market. I find this big box. I see $15.99 on it. I'm like, okay, that sounds about right. That's about as much for like a 24-pack of Modelo, right? So I go in. I bring it up. I notice there's no handles on it. I'm like, huh, weird. So I go up to the counter. I'm carrying this thing. Like fucking thwomp smash. This poor lady, she didn't know how to ring it up, and there's a good reason for that. So first of all, the problem was she didn't know what it was called. she's reading it, and she's like, Asai, and I'm like, Asahi, Asai, Asahi. It's spelled A-S-A-H-I. And she's like, can you spell that for me again? A-S-A-H-I. The poor lady. And then like, so she's like, okay. But yeah, it's pretty short. 8 episodes long. All like 30. Oh, okay. Anime forgot to type. Thank God there are no aquatic monsters in Monster Hunter. Yes, there are. It's called Monster Hunter 3. It's like all of Monster Hunter 3. That shit was dope as hell. I gotta watch that. Just type in the phrase "that shark looks like me, Uncle Timmy" in YouTube. Oh, I'll just do that later. But anyways, so this is running along the conveyor belt. She gets to ringing it up. I'm having to explain to her what it's called, and then she's like, "Super dry? Why is the dry in quotes?" And I'm like, "Come on, bitch! Come on, bitch!" Just ring it up, man. So she's having trouble finding. I ripped the barcodes off and everything, but she's having trouble finding the barcodes and shit. And I'm like, here, let me help you. Let me help you. Do they like train anybody these days? I swear to God, when I worked in grocery, they trained like all of us to do this shit. Anyway, so I'm like, here, let me help you. She scanned that. She's like, huh, it's not scanning. And I'm like, uh-oh. Meanwhile, I'm holding up a whole bunch of people just trying to buy some beer. So she's like, do you mind if I open this up? And I'm like, I really don't care, man. Turns out there's 6 little boxes in here, each with 4 cans of beer. That's when I realized, oh, I don't think I was supposed to be able to buy this. I think this was what the store was supposed to restock their shelves with. So anyways, I think these are what I was supposed to buy. And then that's when it starts to click, and I'm like, these are $15.99. Uh-oh. So when she rings it up, she's like, okay, that'll be $46.72. I thought it was $15.99, dude. But I was like, I gotta bring enough beer for a party. So I cough up the money. And she's like, do you want to give me your phone number? And I'm like, whatever, we'll make this go faster, man. Everybody's glaring at me because I'm buying like beer in bulk, basically. And I'm like, come on, make this end. And she's all trying it. She's all struggling to like pick it up and put it down. She's like, wow, this thing's really heavy. And I'm like, oh yeah, I was looking for the handles on it earlier. I pick it up. Well, after I paid for it, of course. I run all the way to the car. And I got out of there as fast as I can. So yeah, I accidentally bought beer in bulk, but whatever. It's gonna make for a cool party, I guess. TF2 versus analog horror. Who wins? Analog horror. I don't know. She was just some poor girl who didn't work there and couldn't correct. She did work there. She did work there. What do you? Do random people work at like grocery stores in Mongolia? No, she did work there. She was an employee. Like she should have known how to run the fucking cash register. But yeah, that was funny because like I was intending to come back and take a second trip in and buy myself some chicken and some kale. I eventually did, but like. Buy chicken and kale so I can eat my chicken and salads and shit like that. And then fucking like I see the 46 and I'm like, well, that's my budget. That's my whole budget spent on beer. And then cool thing, I'm driving home and I'm like, all right, well, I got $10. Whoops. And I had to buy gas. So I spent the last of my money on gas. And I'm like, I get home and I'm like, all right, you guys can do your thing with my car. You can use it now. And then I got paid right when I got home. And I'm like, oh, now I have more gas money. So I went out with my mom. And then I eventually got some chicken and salad. But oh man, that little misadventure, man. That took me all day, basically. I was just running errands all day. Rainan's schizophrenia is acting up again. What do you mean? Poor Maya, she's still waiting. I know, right? She's listening to this whole. Well, she's intrigued. If you look at her on the screen, she's very intrigued by what's happening right now. She's probably never had Asahi. She's probably not supposed to. I don't know what the alcohol laws are in Japan. Even though it says it's Los Angeles, it's Japan. Fucking. Let's open it up. She even says, "Let's open it up, Dan." She wants to try it. She wants to try an Asahi. The best part is Asahi and Modelo is not even that different. So like people are gonna try it and they're gonna be like, "Oh, this is just like any other beer," and I'm like, "Yep, but I like it." I'm sure there isn't any money in there. But hey, he keeps it locked, right? So there must be something of value in there. I'm not so sure. Okay, Nick, let's see what's in there. Oh, fucking Freudian slip lick. What the fuck? I want to lick Phoenix. That's a Freudian slip. I guess there might be a clue or two. The only thing in here is a letter. A letter? Boring. There's no name or signature on this thing. It's handwritten in very precise, clear letters. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Edgeworth? Nick? Why would Mr. Edgeworth's name be on here? How should I know? I'm going to read the whole thing. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. It also says this is your last chance. Now it's time to get revenge on the two men who ruined your life. The rest of the letter goes on to describe the murder plot in detail. How to kill Robert Hammond and frame Edgeworth. Calling Edgeworth out to the lake. Getting on the boat. Firing twice. This is exactly what I figured out today in court. It's all here in perfect detail. What do you think it means, Nick? I don't know, but it looks like these are instructions for that caretaker. When he killed Robert Hammond and called out Edgeworth, he was following instructions. But who could have written that letter? Wait, why are you saying my schizophrenia is acting up? All I did was buy beer. What are you talking about? Obviously it happened. Well, Squiggly can't see it. Twitch can't see my webcam. But for the rest of you guys, obviously it happened. Obviously it happened. Oh, fuck. What does it mean to get revenge on Miles Edgeworth? Look, I don't know, okay? But one thing's for certain. This letter is an amazing clue. I'm glad I tore those barcodes off. I knew I wanted to talk about it on stream. There's nothing left in the safe. I wonder why the caretaker didn't take the letter with him. He left in a hurry, right? I don't think he even came back here after the trial. I tried to buy kale and chicken in bulk too, but sadly I couldn't. Best I could do was go to Winco. they got a big bag of kale, so I was able to buy 2 of those. And then got some chickens. He lying, he not holding it. Okay, you got me. Sloth reaction time. What do you mean sloth? I was looking at that video game. I was playing a video game. Don't people usually put pictures of fish up on the wall to boast about them? Like, yeah, I guess so. You mean pictures of fish they caught, right? Right, but all the fish on the wall here look puny to you? Well, you know what they say. You should have seen the one that got away. Except the one that got away from us was the caretaker, and we did see him. Why do I feel like we're having 2 different conversations here? True. YouTube chat blinked twice and he's lying. Oh, man. Grocery stores are a fucking nightmare now, dude. I don't know if any of you guys have the same experience. All the time that I go there, like, the people don't know how to fucking ring anything up. It's crazy. They got to call the managers for the stupidest stuff. One time I had somebody card me, and for some reason, they weren't able to, like, verify that I was of age, so they had to call the manager to do it. Why can't cashiers do that? Like, what the fuck? Just one of those things where it's like, I don't know, man. Everything's cold. Looks like he didn't turn his heater. Maybe that person, like, got in trouble for selling alcohol to minors or some shit like that. I don't know, but it was really weird. Just weird shit always happens to me at grocery stores. I don't understand why. It doesn't even depend. It doesn't even matter where I go. It's not like I went to Walmart. This was like just an Asian market that was near me. Cosmo was blinking twice. I guess he hasn't been back here since the trial. That fishing pole looks expensive. Why am I fucking reading all this? We should be, hold on. We got that piece of paper as evidence, right? Note details the murder and setup. Okay, cool. So presumably we gotta move. We gotta go to Grossberg. Because Grossberg said he would help us out. Oh, that was funny recording with Harrison, and he's like, I'm glad you turned towards the mic to burp. I think they're Generation Z. Has nothing to do with Gen Z. I was Gen Z and I knew. I say I was Gen Z as if I'm not. I'm Gen Z and I knew how to do it. Looks like Detective Gumshoe hasn't gotten back yet. Gumshoe? He won't be coming back today. Oh, really? He said there was some guy he had to arrest by tomorrow. The boat shop caretaker. He shouted something about catch him if it's the last thing I do, pal. Good luck, Gumshoe. Oh yeah, we probably show the note to Edgeworth, I gotta imagine. There we go. Since it's got his name on it and everything. Edgeworth, see this letter? This came out of the safe in the shack where that boat rental caretaker lives. I see. Revenge on me? Who was that old guy anyway? You wouldn't have happened to found Power Rangers DVDs in that safe, did you? Well, we did. We just didn't grab them. I stole those from him and he stole them back. And now I have to steal them again. Could he be an innocent defendant you got declared guilty or something? Nice, right? But I don't remember that old man. Not at all. So he was following this letter then? Which means there was someone else behind it. Now is the time to get revenge on the 2 men who ruined your life. 2 men meaning myself and Robert Hammond? Brandon, I always fart in your general direction. You take a fat shit on your phone? Not only negatively impacts you. That's awesome. It also says this is your last chance. Last chance. Wait, maybe he's talking about the statute of limitations on the DL6 incident. Wait, that old man. What is it? Do you know who he is? Yogi. Could he be Yogi? Yogi? The suspect in the DL6 incident. The one who was found innocent. Then we can talk to him. There we go. Yanni Yogi was a court bailiff at the time. We just happened to be in that elevator together 15 years ago. There's an earthquake. That's what's happening, chat. There's an earthquake. Just kidding. Squealy farted. The quake was incredibly strong. Do you stream in Twitch, by the way? Yep. Yeah, I do. Before I knew it, everything was dark. I think there's a Twitch link in the description, actually. There might be, unless I deleted it or something. But I am streaming on Twitch also. We were there for so long, it felt like forever. The air thinned and the darkness closed in on us in that little box. We became unsettled. Help, I can't breathe. Quiet, you're not making this any easier. I want to get out. Help, get us out. Don't shout. You'll just use up more oxygen. Twitch chat stays silent if Rainin is lying. I don't know if there's anyone watching on Twitch. It's weird. I get 4 lurkers on Twitch who never talk in the chat. So I don't know what it is. I don't know what's going on there. That's all I remember. When I came to, I was in a hospital bed. What's the thing the AI kernel says? When I came to, I was at home as if nothing had happened. I was in a hospital bed staring up at the ceiling. In court, Yanni Yogi's mental condition was called into question. They claimed the oxygen deprivation and stress had caused temporary insanity. In the end, the claim passed the court and Yogi was found innocent. But isn't that strange? This letter tells him to get revenge on Edgeworth. Why would he want to take a revenge on you? Right. There's something that's been troubling me these last few days. I didn't know whether or not I should tell you. You mean the nightmare? It's a nightmare I've had. A memory of a crime that I committed. A crime you committed? A memory of a murder. I think the time has come to tell all. For the last 15 years, I've had the same dream almost every night. The same fucking dream? For 15 years? Why is Squiggly type why? I wake up in a fearful sweat every time. What kind of dream? It's a dream about my father's killing in the dark. Help, I can't breathe. You're not making this any easier. Okay, we already read this. The nightmare was Von Karma facing Gumshoe. You're using up my air. What? Stop breathing my air. I'll stop you. What do you? Stop breathing my air. No, father. Speaking of AI, dog, I've been seeing some AI vids, people moving around and doing actions and whatnot. Man, it's going too far. Yeah, but the interesting thing about those AI generated videos is like they move around, but not too much. Like they tend to stand still. So like I've even gotten AI ads where like, if I didn't know any better, I would have just thought it was just some dude sitting down. But then you kind of notice like some uncanny, like only certain portions of his body move, but like the rest of the the rest of the like bones and everything else like connected to it don't. They just happen to sit static. So it's like very unnatural. You can still kind of tell it's AI, but I think there was a video called like AI is making us less human, and it was like this lady who filmed a video of herself like moving around and stuff, and she was like, "Hey AI, recreate the same video," and it was like, "Hi, I'm Lori Lou," or whatever, and it basically stood there and was like, "I am Lori Lou. I was made to entertain you," like shit like that. And that was kind of the whole premise of the video, though. It was just the idea of like people are going to use AI to present themselves, to present their ideas, but it's not going to have any of that human touch that we usually associate with it. At least probably not for like a good while until AI eventually learns to mimic that. But for sure, like it is starting to get to the point where it's getting like goddamn way too far. It's just starting to convince me in some areas. And unless it's already got there, I think he just has trauma. Then they transform into Spider-Man. Yeah. Or like, I remember seeing the AI completed cutscenes of like MGS3, and like the boss pulls down her binoculars and starts eating them. Shit like that. He's attacking father. Then I see the pistol lying by my feet. I don't know if it was evidence from that day in court or the bailiffs. In a daze, I picked up the pistol. Get away! Get away from my father! Whoa! And with that scream, I wake. It's a bone-chilling scream. A scream that has rung in my ears for the past 15 years. But that's just a dream, right? Right? That thought is the only thing that has kept me sane for the last 15 years. But what if I'm wrong? What if it's real? They say that sometimes people shut out memories in self-defense. Maybe it was I who killed my father. What? If you think about it that way, this letter makes sense. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Get away from my gumshoe! Manfred's trying to pry into his fucking asshole. Edgeworth back there throws a pistol. Ha! For context, for everybody who just got here, we just spent 30 minutes coming up with like we basically wrote a Wattpad of Edgeworth fisting Gumshoe. It was awesome. And then Manfred von Karma does the goat scene, just spreads his fucking asshole open, just claws it. Like, I can still catch the fact that it's AI when I see their fingers or some strange aberration in their movements, but that shit's starting to improve. It's starting to get a lot better. And I don't know how I feel about that. I like the concept of AI. I've talked about this in God of War. I like the concept of AI helping you get like all the tedious shit out of creating out of the way, just getting things done faster while still remaining quality. But I don't like the aspect of like AI creating the entire piece of work, because like then you get shit like that Quibble Cop. Then you get shit like that Quibble Cop video. What was it? Mercedes drives into the future or something like that. Mercedes. I know I saw it on Jack's Films. I know Squiggly probably saw this same fucking video too. Mercedes drives, or like thunders into the future, whatever the fuck it was called. How the fuck do you spell Quibble? Oh, here it is. Electrifies right into the future, but like shit like this.
Headlights shine bright. It's moving forward through electric arcs reflecting on pavement. Suddenly, lightning flares overhead and that beast roars with force. Wow. That big grill pops while headlights shine bright.
shit like this, where it's like, if the entire thing is AI, I don't know if I necessarily agree with that. Maybe using AI to generate the content that you're reacting to, I can actually see that working really well for like a reaction channel. Like if you just generate something fucking absurd and just watch your shock, just like watching, like record yourself in shock, like watching it. There's no theft necessarily, because what you're stealing is from an AI, like an AI made it essentially. It's an amalgamation of like a bunch of other videos people have made. So I guess kind of stealing still, but I would better accept that than like the AI video generated and then the stupid fucking reaction on the bottom. The reaction on the bottom being AI, I don't know if I necessarily agree with that, but like theoretically, like videos like this get shitloads of views, and like now that shorts have ads on them, tons of like ad revenue in terms of shorts. So shit like this could just become mass produced and like automatically uploaded and stuff like that. So if you watch any reaction stuff, get ready to get completely fucking spammed, by the way, because like there's no way they're just gonna upload one a day or something like that. That dude still exists. I know, right? I know, right? Botrix, turn this video into AI. But fucking Quibble Cop. Wow, headlights, thunder roaring while headlights shine bright, like in the fucking Linkara voice. I think about it. Yogi was really innocent. That's why he wanted revenge against me. Wait, Edgeworth, you mean it was me? I was the true criminal of DL6. I shot my father. This is bad. What are we going to do, Nick? What can we do? I don't know. I don't think there is anything we can do. Like it or not. Botrix turned this video into AI. Botrix is one of those sleazy companies that I actually can kind of believe they do something like that. Botrix totally would have like an AI like video editing product or something like that totally on the side. Let me give you like a little tour of Botrix actually. Just so you guys know what I mean by it's a little sleazy. We're gonna go here. But invalid URL, but like here's my where is it? Profile. But like here's all my shit. There's my tip link if you want it. It's already in the description though. But like they already have like a PC building company. And then they have a bunch of what's referrals? Oh. I guess if you guys want my invitation code, click here to join Discord. But like integrations, let's look at that. Just a lot of like there's a little bit of like energy where it's like, yeah, I feel like Botrix would create like a fucking like AI widget of some kind like in here, and it'll like I don't know what they would do. I just know it wouldn't be the best. Oh, they have TTS now. That's cool. It was me, Phoenix. I followed your case to make you look bad in front of the hose. I followed your case to make you look bad in front of the hose. Bold of you to assume Phoenix wants the hose. He wants the chodes. There's someone else who knows a lot about the DL6 incident. Maybe there is, Nick. There is someone else who knows about DL6. And who would that be, Maya? Mr. Grossberg. I love doing the Winston Churchill voice. Okay. Oh, hello there. What's wrong? You look troubled. I love doing the Redditor voice for Grossberg. No kidding. I can't believe you're not. Why? Just calm down and tell me what's happened. It's Mr. Edgeworth. He. I see. He lost his Funko Pops. Botrix put captions. I see. So Edgeworth dreamt he shot his own father. It's only a dream. Only a dream. I wonder. What? If that's the case, then why do you two look so troubled, Well, also consider this. Yogi quite certainly holds a deep grudge against Miles Edgeworth. So deep he'd want to frame him for murder. This leads me to surmise that Mr. Edgeworth's dream was not a dream, it was real. As you imagine. You know who else knows about the DL6 incident? My mom! You know who else knows about the DL6 incident? My mom! Miles Edgeworth threw the pistol to save his father. The pistol fired, then the deed was done. No, I don't believe it. Yogi was suspected of murder and his career as a bailiff was irrevocably wrecked. Thus he sought revenge on Miles Edgeworth. This was your last chance, of course, with that statute of limitations still close. What do you know about Edgeworth's father? He was a defense attorney without peer. It sounds trite, but it's true. Well, he may have had one peer now that I think about it. Your mentor, Mia Fey. My sister? She was hot. I mean, Gregory Edgeworth was very disapproving of Mr. Von Karmer's techniques. That's no surprise. Von Karmer is an extreme man. Forced testimonies and evidence are nothing to him. He faked Discord screenshots between me and a minor. The result, he was a perfect win record in court. To beat him, Gregory Edgeworth tried to call attention to his methods and steal my kitchen away from me. And? He lost. He died in despair, as it were. I see. I had my Discord Nitro. God damn. I gotta stop mad-living. When Gregory Edgeworth was killed, the police called on a spirit medium. And that was your mother, Misty Faye. It is cool that this case goes full circle back into the first one. I really like that about this one. I am Gregory Edgeworth. I have been killed. The one who shot me was the bailiff Yanni Yogi. I'm thinking next April Fool's, I might try to find a way to do an entire AI stream. I think that would be really funny. Have like the Quibble Cop like AI version of me. Record enough footage of me like reacting to stuff or like talking, or maybe just feed a bunch of like stream footage into an AI, and then like just have it put like a game on the screen, some fictional made up game, and I'm like, wow, Mario jumps into the pipe or something like that. The weird ass fucking voice. Yogi was found innocent. That's when my mother left us. Everyone called her a fraud. That's right. Everyone thought she was, you see. Yet, now that I think about it, seems the one who lied was Gregory Edgeworth's ghost. Gregory Edgeworth must have known who shot him. I don't believe it. So you're saying he falsified his testimony? That Edward's dad lied to protect his son? It's only a possibility, mind you. But a possibility nonetheless. Oh yeah, what if I showed him this? Oh ho, so this is the letter. It does seem that Yogi was following this letter when he killed Hammond. But why kill Robert Hammond? The first one was Larry Butthole murder, not Mia murder. Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. Technically, there was a tutorial case. Is his name Edgeworth because he's a professional edger? He's a professional fister. He's got big hands. He's got really big hands. And Gumshoe's little butthole. Hammond was a skilled defense attorney. People say I love getting those comments about me objectifying women. Meanwhile, I think like how many Ace Attorney streams have we done? A whole handful of the Ace Attorney streams have been me making like Edgeworth and Gumshoe like Wattpads in between all the text of dialogue. Or is it worth getting edged by him? I do wonder why they came up with that name, because usually the names of characters are reflective of their personality. So like maybe it's just a very unfortunate coincidence that his name happens to be Edgeworth and the internet has like assigned a meaning to like edge to the word edgy. But it's funny. But he defended clients for their he was probably named Edgeworth because of the word edgy, because if you notice, like he's very quiet and reserved and very like terse. But also melodramatic. Like he's kind of got the like school, he's kind of got like the teenage energy with him. It's really funny. That's probably why, and very unfortunately, very, very unfortunately, the term edging just happens to like precede that in people's minds. Who's he edging to? He's edging the Gumshoe. he's edging to destroying Gumshoe's little asshole. For his own sake. He never trusted his clients, that one. The only thing he trusted was his own ability. But he got his client found innocent, so why should it matter? Actually, my dear, it's quite different. He won that innocent verdict for no one but himself. Yogi was a free man, but socially he was ruined. Huh? You'll understand soon enough. Phoenix at night. Wait. What is it? This letter. I've seen this handwriting somewhere before, a long time ago. Whose handwriting was this? Do you have any idea who wrote this? I wonder if this would spoil it. Could be Manfred von Karma? Von Karma? Why would he have something to do with this? Well, I'm not sure. Okay, they put a little bait in case you happen to know how this ends. Von Karma. Wait, you're right, my boy. The first Berserk. Oh, Ivan's playing that new Souls-like. This is Von Karma's handwriting, I'm sure of it. I used to see it all the time on court reports. Also kind of figured that given his design yeah. I mean, I'm just saying. What? But that means the one who told Mr. Yogi to kill was... Correct. Manfred von Karma himself. I tend to mansplain video games to people because like a lot of the time, most people get it, but some people really do need to be beat over the head with something every now and then in a video with like an idea. And sometimes it still doesn't work. But anyways, what does this mean then? Why would Von Karma want to frame Edgeworth? If it truly was Von Karma who wrote this letter, then he would know the truth. He would know that Miles Edgeworth had accidentally killed his own father. He'll say as much tomorrow in court, I should think. He'll press the point until the court finds Miles Edgeworth guilty. Oh no. But how could Von Karma know about Mr. Edgeworth's past like that? Even Mr. Edgeworth thought it was just a nightmare. That I do not know, yet I do know that Von Karma is both persistent and a perfectionist. He may be seeking to satisfy a grudge against Gregory Edgeworth by hurting his own son. What do you mean? It was 15 years ago, Von Karma met Gregory Edgeworth in court, and Von Karma did win, but he didn't make it through the trial unscarred. What happened in the trial between Edgeworth's dad and Von Karma? Von Karma got the guilty verdict he wanted. He won the trial. But Gregory Edgeworth accused Von Karma of faulty evidence. And though he lost the trial, Mr. Edgeworth's accusation stood. Faulty evidence? Faulty Edgeworth. I had a hunch, but you pretty much confirmed it. Yeah. It was the only penalty Von Karma had ever received in his career as a prosecutor. Gregory, you had a hunch that Edgeworth is gay? Never mind. I know what you're talking about. I'm just fucking around. Gregory Edgeworth dealt a blow to his perfect trial record. Wow. It must have been quite a shock for Von Karma. He took a vacation for several months after that, you see. A vacation? Yes, an unusual event for the man. That was the first and last vacation he'd taken in many years of prosecuting. Really? He doesn't take vacations? Like, go to the sea or to the mountains? Don't tell me he's never been to Europe. You have strange ideas of vacations, Maya. In any case, that was the only time he took a vacation from work. I believe the penalty upset him quite a lot. Odd, even if he wanted to keep a perfect record so badly, why would he take such a long vacation? What do we do, Nick? Von Karma is going to bring up DL6, you can bet on it. What if Mr. Edgeworth pleads guilty to DL6? I won't let him. Yes, Mr. Wright, I hate to say this, but even accidental murder is murder, you know. I know that. I just believe in Edgeworth innocent. Fuck. I can't believe he'd kill someone. But Nick, Mr. Edgeworth admits it himself. His father must have lied to protect him from beyond the grave. I don't care. I know he's not guilty. Mr. Wright, if you say so, I suppose I could check again. The police files might hold something of interest. Mr. Grossberg, thank you. Rival character that's gay for the main protagonist. He sounds like a Western-made Ace Attorney. Well, I think Phoenix is gay for Edgeworth. However, Edgeworth is gay for Gumshoe, which is the detective who regularly screws over Phoenix by accident. So I think what's really going on is there's a bizarre love triangle, and Gumshoe really, really loves Edgeworth, but Edgeworth doesn't want Gumshoe to know that Edgeworth loves Gumshoe. So Edgeworth has like this dominant relationship over the submissive Gumshoe, despite the fact that Gumshoe's twice his size. But anyways, that's my mapping of the Ace Attorney universe. And then Mia is one of those chicks who's really hot. She's like one of those chicks from Borderlands. She's really hot, but she's probably lesbian, so like gets hit on all the time, and she's like, sorry, I only like girls, something like that. Ryland says, have you seen the new Devil May Cry anime yet? Nope, I was busy all day today. But I'll try to watch it when I can. I can't promise anything. In fact, I think the chances of finding something are slim. I understand. How you doing, Ryland? The police materials. But that's my thing. That's my line of thinking. I think there is like a funny love triangle. I don't know if it gets confirmed later in the series or something like that, but there are absolutely like gay characters for sure in this game. I'm pretty sure there are. Then again, given my very limited knowledge of Ace Attorney, I wouldn't put it past them having that kind of hate boner. Yeah, I just binge all of it. It's pretty goated. I'm doing well. 1 day left, Nick. Yeah, I know. Well, no time to waste. Let's get going. Oh, fuck. What the fuck did I just read? Okay, hold on. There's hardly anyone here. Everyone must be looking for the old guy, Yogi. I don't think Gumshoe will be coming back today. Okay, whatever. Oh, yeah, we want to look at the records. I guess Mr. Von Karma is in there now anyway. You can go in there as long as he's there. Von Karma? Oh, yeah, I remember this part. He arrived, actually. Von Karma's in the records room. Nick, let's hurry. We gotta beat him in there. Phoenix Wright is the gay one. No, Edgeworth is very gay. Edgeworth is very gay. I've got the gaydar, man. I can tell you Edgeworth and Gumshoe are gay. There's no way they're not. They're fucking banging. There's no way Edgeworth can keep cutting Gumshoe's pay constantly, and Gumshoe still continues to like to like squirt all over him every time. You should see the way Gumshoe talks about Edgeworth in these games. Like there's no fucking way they're not in a gay relationship. It's impossible. I refuse to believe it. I binged it all with my dad, who's never played DMC. He liked it quite a lot. I kind of do wonder how many people who have never played DMC are going to watch that series. Because like there's the old school DMC anime too. I also have to watch that one. But anyways, yeah, I wonder how many people are going to watch it just because it's a new anime on Netflix. I'm curious about that actually. Dusty as always. We were only here just yesterday. I'm sure they haven't had the time to clean. What's wrong, Nick? Nothing. I was just noticing that he isn't here. Von Karma. Oh yeah, he opened this drawer right here. Huh? One of the drawers here is open. Someone must have been looking in it recently. I guess no spoilers, but what would you guys say about the show? Like, is there anything in particular? I don't know. It's hard for me to talk about a show I haven't watched, but at the same time, it's like I am vaguely interested in it. I mean, a new show is a new show. Lady kind of finding the new ladies in it. Okay. The label says unsolved cases evidence. Unsolved cases. Nick, the file for DL6, it's completely empty. What? What are you doing in here? Eek. Von Karma. So the sprites of him in court look really good. This sprite is fucking ugly. This one's terrible. There's like a real inconsistency in the quality of the sprites in this HD remaster. It's really funny. You. How do you know my name? Huh? Have we met? What are you saying? We see each other every day, don't you? We're Miles Edgeworth's defense team. The French team? I beg your pardon, you see. I rarely remember defense attorneys. They are like bugs to me. Needless things to be crushed. Definitely going to draw in quite a bit of people who never played DMC because Castlevania did it 100%. Oh, yeah, that's right. That's another show I got to watch. And then I am kind of curious about the Tomb Raider one. I know I'm probably not going to like it because I already don't like the modern Tomb Raider games. But like, I kind of do want to see it. A lot of Capcom references in it I thought were cool. The most prevalent one being Capcom. Oh, that's cool. Okay, yeah, I was wondering like how much involvement Capcom would have had in it. Do we know who what studio animated it? I could see how this guy was Edward's mentor. Not that I know anything about Japanese animation studios, but I know about like Studio Trigger and Studio Ghibli, and that's it. Studio Mirror, okay. And then there's that one Japanese studio that's making like a bunch of cutscenes for. There's an Arc DLC, not the AI generated one. Thank God. There's a different Arc DLC for the other Arc video game. The new Arc, not the shitty old Arc. And that one actually has, I forget what studio it is, Studio Mig or something like that, but is animating a whole bunch of animated cutscenes, and it's going to be like a heavily story-based DLC. So it's going to be interesting. It doesn't seem like it's going to be a survival game. Because they're saying it's going to have NPCs too, so it might be like a whole like single player adventure DLC or something like that. Very interesting for Arc. I don't know what that's going to mean. Worked on Legend of Korra and X-Men 97. Okay, same studio that did Castlevania. Oh, okay. Interesting. Is that Castlevania show? Is that still going, or did they actually end that? Because I might have to watch that next. After I finish Dark and like the million other fucking shows I'm watching on Netflix that I never get time to watch. I gotta take another vacation or something, man. Mr. Edgeworth is your student, right? A romanticist who still can't shed the veneer of amateurism. Just like his father, always second rate. Mr. Von Karma, you had an axe to grind with Mr. Gregory Edgeworth, didn't you? Me? A grudge against a mere defense attorney? Why? Because he dealt a blow to your otherwise perfect trial record? So you did. But what I don't get is, why did you take his son after your wing afterwards? The son of your most bitter rival. That, my dear attorney, is none of your business. Tomorrow will be the last day of this trial. It's been a while since I've had a defense attorney last this long. Still, you will lose in the end. Miles Edgeworth will admit his own guilt. His guilt of 15 years ago, you mean? You're quite the researcher. If you've done your homework so well, then most certainly you must understand. You know what Miles Edgeworth will tell the court tomorrow. We were right. So Von Karma is going to bring up DL6 in court tomorrow. Oh, wait. Forgot something. Yo, you catch the Netflix DMC? I haven't seen it. I was busy all day today. The animation was cool as fuck. They did the characters justice, especially my girl Late. Hell yeah. Same with the portrayals. They definitely felt like how they did from the games, but in a new take. I'm glad it at least seems like representative of the DMC brand, because like again, I mentioned that like fucking in that Ethan Winters video, I mentioned the Tomb Raider show. I didn't watch it, but like just my understanding of it is like they take like an IP basically, just completely fuck it. Completely fuck it, and that's what Netflix tends to do. So it is cool. It is cool. It's good. But yeah, I haven't caught it. I've been busy all day. Sexy redheaded cameo. Hell yeah. Redheaded cameo. New anime does have a huge government side plot that the game doesn't, but it's interesting. Okay, yeah, if they're doing something new with it, that's a plus as well. Huh. Redheaded cameo. Oh my god, it took me a fucking second to realize who we were talking about. Okay, now I know who you're talking about. I'm like, what character has red hair in DMC? Oh, that's cool. I'm glad she's there. But yeah, I'm glad to hear it's good, because honestly, I tend to not pay attention when a Netflix show comes out, because it's either really good or really bad. Like, I don't get invested in it. The guy in charge of the government agency is voiced by Kevin Conroy before he died. Oh, okay, interesting. So they must have been working on this for a decent while. Okay, looks like we're good now. The Ghost of Tomb Raider did this. Oh fuck. We're back. Yeah, we're back. Oh. Okay, where did I get cut off? Because I know I was talking about Switch 2. Anyways, let me tell you. I guess I gotta re-say everything. They've been in production since 2018. Really? Since 2018? Okay, yeah, that was a while ago. Jesus. Okay. That's fucking nuts, by the way. 2018. So that's more than 5. That's like 7 years. That's crazy. I mean, that must be a quality ass show if they worked on it for that long. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to check it out now. I'm not surprised that it's good anymore. If they spent that long working on it, yeah, it better be a good show, and it sounds like it is. But yeah, so surprised people are not talking about the Switch 2 right now. but I'm glad, because I'm kind of sick. I'm kind of sick of all the Switch 2 discourse. Stupid fucking Mario Kart and all that shit. It's like, all right, cool. another console I'm not gonna buy. Oh, this was you, wasn't it? Oh fuck. You instructed Yanni Yoga to commit murder. Also comes from a clear place of respect for the source material. Absolutely. Fuck Nintendo. That's all. Exactly. Fuck Nintendo. Also, the fact that it's $500 kind of ruins what made the Switch so great. The Switch was like $300. compared to the rest of the consoles, which were $500. So the fact that they're charging $500 for it, you'd think like, yeah, inflation and shit, but there's a 7-year technological gap between the first Switch and no, 8 years. There's an 8-year technological gap between the Switch 1 and the Switch 2. You'd think you'd be able to fit much better hardware in there for the exact same price. Like, inflation be damned. You'd think they'd be able to do much better, but no, it's $500. I guess $450 if you don't want Mario Kart, but like, there's a clear idea for what season 2 will cover. Oh, that's cool. So they're already going into it. Now for real, fuck the Switch 2. Like, I'm not gonna buy that until Nintendo starts making good games again. Like, I just see all the shit they're making now, and it's like, yeah, they're all right, but I just don't fucking care, dude. I just don't fucking care. The only vaguely interesting thing in that whole thing was the Donkey Kong game, and it just looks like Mario Odyssey. So I'm like, okay, well, I'm not gonna bother. Like, looks fun, but it's Mario Odyssey. I already played that game. So Ouroboros is back. Oh, hell yeah. Fucking but yeah, heavily surprised we're not talking about that. We talked about it very briefly in the Monster Hunter stream too. I know Nico asked me about the Switch 2, and then like he was the same way. Nico was like the same way. He said the price was whack, and then that was it. It was funny. No, it was fuck, man. I mean, just a hold on, let's get rid of the RTX HDR. I think that's kind of fucking with the colors. Oh, it's not? Okay. I saw the screen brighten while I was going on that tangent. I thought that was like, and then the GeForce like kind of banner popped in, so I'm like, oh, RTX HDR. I guess that wasn't it. I don't know. We'll just deal with it for now. But yeah, fuck Switch 2. I could not care. And then I saw Metroid Prime 4. I saw some footage of it, and I'm like, cool, but it looks like all the other Metroid Prime games, you know, like by the time you're making the fourth one, I feel like there should be like a little more different about it. I don't know. Just my personal opinion. I don't know. I think I've also just kind of like started to realize I don't like Nintendo games like in general anymore. Like, I look back at Metroid Prime and I'm like, yeah, that game was cool. The atmosphere was pretty nice, but like now we live in a time where like much more atmospheric shooters like that exist at like a higher quality level. Like you have games like Metro now, and then if we really wanted to, like, there are games before Metroid Prime that are much better games in general too, like Deus Ex or like System Shock, BioShock, like other shooters like that. So it's like you kind of start to realize those Nintendo games weren't really anything special in the first place. Same thing I'm kind of realizing with Paper Mario. It's like I go back and I play Final Fantasy VII, and I'm like, why did I even care about Paper Mario? This was obviously where RPGs were at. So I don't know. One of those things. I think I'm just starting to get like the Nintendo hood pulled from my eyes. I think it's also the fact that I'm starting to get older, and I'm starting to realize that if I like Nintendo games in my 30s, I'm basically a fat fucking loser. Because like I was in that call, like there were dudes in like their 30s, and they're like, oh man, I can't wait for Mario Kart. And I'm like, bro, you're this old and you're hyped for Mario Kart? I don't know. Like, it's kind of like I was saying earlier with all the grown-ass adults who are like obsessed with like power. People like Linkara who are like obsessed with fucking Power Rangers in like their 30s and their 40s. It's like, cool, you can have your hyper obsession, but like, I don't know. Should you really be consuming so much kids media? Like, DMC, at least that's kind of like an adult game, you know what I mean? And like Monster Hunter, yeah, it's rated T for teen, but it's not a game that like a kid could have any. There's no kid on the planet would have enough patience to sit down and play Monster Hunter, like real Monster Hunter. So like, I've always considered it an adult game. And I mean, if you see the mods on Nexus, it is an adult game. But like, I don't know, non-Nintendo equivalent of Zelda I can think of are Souls game. Well, not only that, there's also Okami. Like, that's my non-Nintendo equivalent. And then there's also what was it, like Death's not Darkstalkers. What was the other one? The other like DS2. That's not Dark Souls 2. That's not Death Stranding 2. It was the other DS2. Death Striders 2. Hold on. Darksiders 2. That's what it was. It was Darksiders 2. I was about to pull up my Steam library and try to find it. But that's the other like Zelda like that comes to my mind too. And like a number of games have tried to be Zelda games. There's like an Indiana Jones game that like basically is Ocarina of Time. I forget what it is, but it's on like the 360 and the Wii. Teenage Zelda is the only thing from Nintendo I still like, but not enough to buy another console just to play Zelda. I didn't even buy Tears of the Kingdom. Like, I know Tears of the Kingdom is a great game, but I'm like, I kind of had my fill with Zelda with Breath of the Wild. I'm like, really? Another open world Zelda game? Another problem is like Nintendo lately, all they've been doing is taking their games and making it open world. So it's not interesting anymore because that's literally what everyone else in the industry is doing. So I look at what the industry is doing. Nintendo used to be the unique guys, right? They used to be the guys who were like, every game they made was interesting and it was different from what everyone else was doing. Now Nintendo's copying everybody else. So everything is open world now. And I fucking hate that trend because half the time when you make an open world, they don't have enough shit to populate it with. They make the world too fucking big. There's games like Kingdom Come Deliverance 1. I never played 2 yet. But Kingdom Come Deliverance 1, that was an open world game, but the map was really small. So they were actually able to populate it. Yeah, Darksiders, Cosmo knew exactly what I was talking about. They were actually able to populate it with shit to do. That way it was actually worth exploring the map. Because if you play like Assassin's Creed or any larger scale open world game, even Monster Hunter Wilds to a degree, there's no reason to go to certain areas of the map. Like there's nothing there. It just kind of exists to stand between you and whatever area you have to go to, just to inflate and pad out runtime for the game. So I mean, I would want an open world multiplayer DMC set in a tight urban environment. Yeah, like if it's a smaller map, I think that would work well. And like it would benefit a lot from a smaller map too, because you can actually put time and focus development time on all of the different arenas you spawn the enemies in. It's one of the reasons why if we ever get like an open world, like if RE9 is ever open world, I hope that it's small and it's confined to like a city or something like that. Kind of like Resident Evil 3, where they have a city, they have all these different areas in between that you can go between, but they're all designed in as like a path. Like the player has set paths. They have a way to avoid this thing, like already built natively into the map. They have all this other stuff. Oh, they can take advantage of this mechanic here. Did Nintendo start doing the Ubisoft thing with their open world games? If you know, Breath of the Wild was kind of where it started. Yeah, like Breath of the Wild. Mario Odyssey didn't suffer from it as much, but it still had a little bit of that. And then I am kind of afraid to play Tears of the Kingdom because it's like, I don't know how well they populated that map. I just kind of stopped after Breath of the Wild because I'm like, yeah, open world Zelda is cool, but like it suffered from the same problems where the map was just too fucking big. There was no reason to go to half the places. 100%. Plus, it would make for a good excuse to workshop new playable characters. Yeah, exactly. It would be like a good avenue to like introduce new characters. Resident Evil should have a Silent Hill type map. That's all. Yeah, like a very small open map. That would work the best. That would work the absolute best. And I think that's what people were hoping from Resident Evil 3 Remake. Now that they look back at it, that would have been cool. That would have been really cool. Maybe an idea they can execute for RE9, but I don't know. But I do like D&M's idea of like a smaller open world, like multi co-op DMC, kind of bring back some of what Scalebound was trying to accomplish, bring it back to like Capcom. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I personally feel like after a certain degree, and like it started being all of their fucking games too, right? All of Nintendo's fucking game, and then it just started being every fucking game in general was just open world. Even Monster Hunter couldn't like resist it. So it's one of those things that's kind of been depressing me about new games, and it's why I'm so thankful about games like Metal Gear Solid Delta not changing shit. I'm happy that MGS Delta is not going to change that much. That's why I pre-ordered that game instead of waiting for it to come out, because I know it's going to be very, very close to the original, including the map design. I remember seeing the trailer, the MGS Delta trailers. They didn't even change the geometry of the map. Like you still have the cliffs with like the Minecraft block structures that like you can climb on ledge on. And I'm like, yes, this is exactly what I wanted. Just give me Snake Eater with QOL features and better graphics. That's all I want. It's already a good game, and I'm glad they recognize that. So one of the reasons I'm so hyped about Delta. Fuck, Micro dropped the ball after they ditched ambitious titles. Give me Nero and Virgil. Oh, Microsoft? Give me Nero and Virgil. Have a quality family time killing demons. Yeah, Demons to Redgrave. That would be cool. But fuck, man, it's exactly like I said. Like everybody does it, and it wouldn't be a problem if they just made a small map, dude. Like just make a smaller fucking map. The problem is if they make a smaller map, the reason why they're not doing this, if they make a smaller map, you don't have all that travel time in between all the shit you got to do. So the game's going to be shorter because of it. And then you're going to be able to find everything that's in the map faster. So the reason why they make the map so big, first of all, they want to be able to tout it. You know, oh, Fallout 76 is 4 times the size of Fallout 4. Cool, but Fallout 76 is mostly places to build your base in. Fallout 76 is just a survival game map. So it was kind of like a cop out, and then they added all the NPCs, of course, but like whatever. I remember hearing that and being like, oh man, that's so cool, and then playing it, and I'm like, yeah, most of this is just empty space. Granted, in that was a game that could have utilized that, because again, it was basically a survival game. But like I remember being kind of disappointed by that. It's like, okay, yeah, you built a map that's 4 times bigger, but what does that actually mean? But now developers are doing that for single player games with no building mechanics. It's just kind of like that, and that's what I hate the most. Really fucking obnoxious that they do that. But you know, again, they wouldn't do that if it didn't make them money in some way. And DMC2 level design low, yeah, basically a bunch of empty space with nothing there. Oh fuck, nothing there but terrible fucking textures. MGS5 is another good example of an open world done right too, because they didn't have like one giant Snake doesn't explore an entire fucking continent, thank God. Venom Snake is not exploring all of Africa. Thank goodness they limited it to like a chunk of Afghanistan and a chunk of Africa, and just kind of left it there. And the Mother Base is like its own thing, but each of the platforms has a purpose for being there, thankfully. So like that's like another good example of an open world. Death Stranding, I'd also say kind of suffers from the same thing, where it's like, thankfully the main mechanic of the game is walking, so all the time in between is being utilized with something. But the fact that like Death Stranding taking place in the universe that it does, they can't really afford to have shit all over the place. So it's kind of one of those weird situations where I feel like that game simultaneously benefits but also gets hurt by having such a big open world. I don't know, but you guys know how I feel about this by this point. I should stop going on this tangent. It's like 10 right now. We got an hour left to stream. But for real, man, like oh, here, I gotta brighten up my screen. I got an OLED, so it like dims. How many years has it been since I've heard him called by that name? But for real, like I guess to wrap it up, fuck, I want just like a nice linear short game now, you know? Like just give me a short game I can play multiple times again. That, or make a world, like make a small world actually populated with shit to do. Again, Kingdom Come, really good example, but you know, I should probably just stream Kingdom Come one of these days, maybe like a members only. Do like a whole new playthrough of Kingdom Come. That would actually be pretty cool. That'll take a long time though. That'll probably be like 50 streams. I don't know if I can do that. That's a big game. For how small it is, it's a big game. I told him to burn it after he read it. So you admit it. You wrote Mr. Yogi this letter. Yes, my dear defense attorney. Thank you for taking the trouble to bring it to me. You saved me from a lot of needless hassle. What? Nick, what is that thing? A stun gun for self-defense, usually. Indeed. 600,000 volts will course through your body like a dog touching an electric fence. 600,000? Oh, don't worry. People don't die from it usually. Now give me the letter. No! No! Whoa, what are you? Nick, run! Dude, Maya saved her fucking life. Maya! Out of my way! Von Karma's a fucking ass, dude. How did we get here from the DMC anime? That whole fucking thing. Oh yeah, Switch 2. That's how. That was a little thing in between. Yeah, if you couldn't tell, I don't like Nintendo anymore. I used to be a big Nintendo fan, man. Some years ago, I fucking stopped. Like that shit just got. I hate to be like preachy and sanctimonious about it, but yeah, I don't like Nintendo very much anymore. And thankfully I'm not a true Nintendo fan. I don't bitch about the games and then still buy them. I just don't buy them. He got us. The letter's gone, of course. And he took the DL6 evidence, all of it. Back to having no clues. Wait, Maya jumped first. Maya, is she okay? Maya! Maya, open your eyes. Maya! The letter. Did he take it? Huh? Oh yeah, are you okay? I'm no console fanatic, but fuck that red plumber. Yeah, absolutely. But absolutely. I was joking the other day in God of War. I'm like, I can't believe the console wars are still a thing. You'd think those would have died by now with crossplay being in like every game. Back then I understood it, because if you bought the wrong console, like if your friend group bought the PS4 and you were fucking stupid enough to buy the Xbox One, like back then it made sense. But nowadays it's like, well, you could just like, it doesn't matter. You could just buy whatever you prefer. Nowadays, the biggest, like the games that most people play just support crossplay right off the bat. So I don't know, really funny thing. Speaking of Fallout 76, I mentioned that earlier. I remember that game was supposed to have crossplay and then it got cockblocked by Sony. So like even in like the awakening of crossplay, like the console wars, it became fodder for the console wars. But now that Sony's not being a fucking prick about it anymore, like, especially nowadays, I don't understand how those are still going. And like the funniest thing is like the console wars. It used to be like a thing kids did, like NES and like Super NES and Genesis, like back in like the 80s and 90s. It was purely a kids thing. And then like 360 and PS3 shit like that. Oh, you know, you saw like some younger adults doing that. Nowadays, it's gone to like full ass grown fucking men, like in their 30s and 40s. My fucking Xbox Series X is more powerful than your PS5. And it's like, what's it fucking matter though? They both run Fortnite just fine. That's what you're playing, right? You're playing Fortnite? Like, honestly, I often forget crossplay is a thing because I play zero games that support. Yeah, the only game I play that supports it is basically Monster Hunter Wilds. But like, I also don't play too many. Well, no, Street Fighter supports it. You know, Street Fighter 6 supporting crossplay was really cool because my dad plays on PS4. So I'm actually able to play with him. Something I don't really get to do too often is play a game with my dad. But fucking no, for real, it is funny that like it seems like by the time we get to like PS8 and like Xbox like 72 or whatever, it's gonna be like a bunch of 80-year-olds arguing together. It used to be Game Pass was this much, but it's still cheaper than your PlayStation Plus. And it's like cool. I'm glad it's not just like a kids thing. I'm kind of glad it's not just like a kids thing. Like, I'm glad people have grown out of it. And I'm glad, well, I don't know. Do kids still do the console wars? Obviously, I'm not in school. I got to imagine kids still do it, I guess, to some degree. But I don't know. It was funny when I had Warlord in chat and he'd be shitting on like Xbox people. And I'm like, well, I don't know. Like, does it matter? It was really funny. And like seeing like the tweets about it too, like, oh man, broke Xbox guys, they can't afford the new NBA game. And it's like, what? You're proud that you're paying $70 for a copy and paste video game? Like, what? Like, how is that a win for anybody? I don't know. Shit like that. I jumped as fast as I could, but one shot from that thing knocked me out cold. I'm useless. I'm no good as a lawyer or a medium. I can't even call my sister. Not even now when we need her the most. I wish I hadn't woken up at all. Goes back to sleep. Shoo, shoo. Maya! There has to be some way I can help her. I'd better do something about her self-confidence first. Maya, she's holding something. What is that, a bullet? DL6 incident, evidence number 7. Taken from the heart of Gregory Edgeworth. I remember. Von Karma was holding this when Maya jumped him. Stashed in a pocket. The only justifiable arguments I can think of are the exclusive like for consoles like Gears of War and whatnot. And yeah, and Xbox has like none of them. Xbox has like none, basically. It's Gears of War and Halo. And I'm pretty sure, yeah, I kind of understand why they don't, because Phil Spencer, the dude who's in charge, is Phil Spencer still in charge of Xbox? I'm assuming it's still him. Phil Spencer, like his entire career at Xbox, has kind of been cock blocking exclusives because he wants he wants things that are good for like all of gaming. He doesn't care about advancing the Xbox brand. He cares about advancing gamings, and that's a really good thing for gaming as a whole, because it means like everybody gets to enjoy these games, and I think that's his end objective, which is so cool and nice of him to do. On the other hand, it means if you bought into an Xbox, like, okay, your purchase was just, you would have been better off with the PlayStation, because like at least you'd have like Stellar Blade and Demon Souls. Like, you know, you can't play that on an Xbox yet. I think Stellar Blade is coming to Xbox, but anyways, you can't play Demon Souls. I can't believe that game still hasn't been re-released, by the way. The Demon Souls remake. Been a PlayStation guy all my life, and I've always wanted to play Halo and Gears. They're okay. That's the other thing too. Like Halo's cool, but like only for a bit. And Gears was cool, but only for a bit. Like people say a lot of positive about those games, and they are good games, but I don't know if they're like, oh man, I got to simp for this company forever style games. You know what I mean? And like I remember when Crackdown, they announced Crackdown 3 back when I was an Xbox fanboy, and I'm like, oh man, they're bringing back all the good IPs, and then Crackdown 3 sucked ass. And I'm like, uh-oh. and then they stopped bringing back those IPs. So I don't know. Microsoft's sitting on a lot of shit, and they're just not using it too. Like if they really wanted exclusives, they can do it. Like just make a new Banjo game, and like Sony's kind of fucked. Do you know the big fucking flock of like 30-year-olds that would immediately march to GameStop for a Banjo-Kazooie game, even if it was, especially if it was exclusive to Xbox? Do you know how many fucking millennials would buy an Xbox just to play Banjo? I've heard those games dropped off after like the third or fourth. Yeah, exactly. I can't even believe there's a fourth one. I forgot there was a Crackdown 4. Shit like that, where it's like, come on, man. Come on, man. So Halo and Gears are like the only thing they've been able to keep alive, because those are the only ones they haven't managed to fuck up yet. Depends on who you ask, because if you ask anyone about Halo Infinite, like for sure, people think they fucked it up. I don't know. By the way, like any defamatory comments I'm making about millennials, I'm just joking. But no, for real, like Microsoft has the potential to make an exclusive that would greatly make them a shitload of money, and that's Banjo-Kazooie, and they're not making it for some reason. I don't know why. I know I wouldn't play it. I don't have too much fondness for Banjo-Kazooie. I've kind of grown out of those like 3D collectathons as much as I love Super Mario Sunshine. But fuck, dude, like you're not wrong about that Banjo comic, because I see how those classic Tomb Raider remasters blew up. Platform is still yeah, it still has hella fan, and they're playing on like their N64 still, and that thing's barely still fucking ticking. So if they can make a good Banjo-Kazooie game, like a better Banjo-Kazooie game than like the first one in Banjo 2E, like it's game over. Like those people are committed to Xbox forever. Basically. So it's like I don't know. It's just funny. But like think of the army of millennials just coming to buy Banjo-Kazooie and an Xbox Series X while they're at it. Oh my god. Like so much money they're losing out on right now because they refuse to do that. Probably not even refuse. They probably just haven't even thought of it. Or maybe they have, and Phil Spencer's like, well, I would like it to be on PlayStation 2. And they're like, well, no, we're just going to not do it then. if Phil's just going to give all of our money away. I don't know. I'll prove it to you in court tomorrow, Manfred. But, exactly. I kind of saw a brief like uptick when the Tomb Raider remasters came out too. I got to get that still. Now that I'm actually making money, I will say it is nice that I have money now. I was able to go to the grocery store and buy exactly the food I wanted. I was able to pre-order MGS Delta. That shit was so tight. I'm looking forward to that game. I was able to buy Lollipop Chainsaw, so when we finish God of War, we'll be able to play that. That's a game I haven't played. Phoenix says, today, things are going to get settled at last. A lot of things. What's the big deal? Kazuma says, and PlayStation got none right now outside of Ratchet and Clank. They don't want to bring back Slide Jack, Ape Escape and shit. Yeah, Naughty Dog doesn't want to bring back any of the good shit. They just want to keep making Last of Us. Do you know what would fucking happen if Naughty Dog like brought back one of their other IPs? Like, come on. Oh fuck. It would be the exact same situation I described with Banjo-Kazooie. If they made like a new like good Uncharted or a new good like Ratchet and Clank or like Jak and Daxter, like something like that, a quality one of those IPs. Exact same scenario would happen. You'd have a bunch of fucking people from the PS2 generation, just getting a PS5. They'd buy the PS5 Pro for that shit. So I'm telling you, like, new Banjo-Kazooie would 100% start giving them a run for their money. Absolutely. But no, again, it's weird. They just sit on stuff. I don't know if they have some grand like Illuminati scale plan for those games or what, but it is funny that they just keep sitting on it. They just keep sitting on it. So sorry, Nick, I only touched your shoulder. I guess the shock hasn't worn off from my run-in with that stun gun yesterday. I feel like the clothes she's wearing would be like extra electrically conductive, right? It's probably made of silk or no, doesn't silk? I don't know. I'm no fucking expert, dude. It just looks like the kind of shit that would rub together and generate a lot of fucking static discharge. Oh. Anyhow, today's the last day of the trial. Good luck, Nick. Yeah, thanks, Maya. Edgeworth is looking gloom as always. I hope Von Karma doesn't push him too hard. Whoa, what are you doing? Sorry, I'm sorry. I just thought I'd cheer you up with a pat on the back. Maya, maybe you should go outside and discharge? Right, good idea. Try not to electrocute anyone on your way out. Was that Gumshoe? What's gotten into that girl? Detective Gumshoe. Morning, Mr. Edgeworth. Ah, good morning. How did it go, Detective? Have no fear. As promised, I've captured our runaway caretaker. I just brought him in. Took all night, pal. Thanks, Detective Gumshoe. You must be tired. Actually, after that shock I got on the way in, I feel pretty good. Yogi says he's forgotten his own name, but that has to be a lie. Why would he want revenge on Edgeworth if he couldn't remember his past? He does remember, and I'm going to prove it. I'm convinced they don't. Instead, we'll get 40 Halos whenever 70 remasters of recent games from Sony. Yeah, there will be like a Last of Us Part 2, like extended edition. They'll keep coming up with excuses. They'll just keep coming up with shit. They're starting to run out of ideas with Halo too. Like they already did the open world Halo and it did not work out for them. So they're making a Halo reboot, a remake of Halo 1. They're kind of like what Nintendo's doing with remastering Thousand Year Door. It's like they've just accepted they can't make a good game, so they're just gonna remaster one of the older ones and just move on. Really sucks. I see that with a very cynical eye. As much as I try to be positive, I do see that with like a very, very like cynical point of view where it's like, oh, you guys can't even make a good game anymore. You gotta remaster one. Fucking court is now in session for the trial of Miles Edgeworth. The defense is ready, Your Honor. We're definitely not finishing this case tonight. Prosecution is ready. I know something else is gonna get me on a rant for like 30 minutes. Apologies, guys. I know I've been very sanctimonious tonight. I've been particularly cornballed tonight. Right, very well. We have reached the final day of our proceedings in this trial. I ask that the prosecution submit decisive evidence. Understood. Come on, don't be odd and to silence every little thing he says. Very well, Mr. Von Karma, your opening statement. Right. Thanks to Detective Gumshoe's efforts, the boat rental shop caretaker has been arrested. You know what? Every time I have like an extensive opinion, I will say this. Every time I have an extensive opinion in a rant, I think of the Keenan and Peele sketch where I forget which one's which, but homeboy's like, yeah, I didn't really like The Dark Knight, and then the other one just turns around and is like, okay, and he's like, no, dude, tell me one fucking opinion you have. Tell me one opinion. He like harshly interrogates him. He's holding him by the fucking collar in the face. He's like, and he's like, tell me one fucking opinion you have. Tell me one fucking opinion. Any opinion. Tell me any opinion. And he's like, I don't have any opinions. That's why I just turn around and say, okay. So every time I have a very verbose rant on stream, I'm always comforted by the existence of that sketch because it's like, at least I have an opinion. I swear the shadiest shit I've seen recently from Sony is how they remastered Horizon 1, but delisted the cheaper original version from the store and replaced it with the new. Oh my god. Yeah, I hate when they do that. Bethesda did that too with Skyrim. I remember once the anniversary edition came out, they're like, all right, nobody needs the 32-bit Skyrim, you know, the one that works better with all the mods. Nobody needs 32-bit Skyrim anymore. It's like, come on, man. Come on, man. Oh. That shit was fucking funny. I forgot what else I was gonna say. Oh, Horizon, yeah. One of the dudes I was hanging out with lately, like one of Ivan's buddies was like, wow, I've always wanted to play Horizon. And I'm like, do not. It's an industry plant, man. I've had so many people tell me Horizon's a good game. I've had so many people tell me, oh man, this game is so awesome. This game is so tight. And then I play it and it's like the most generic fucking shit I've ever experienced in my life. And I'm like, how the fuck? And he never heard about the whole like industry plant theory. So I was explaining that to him too. It was very liberating to finally be the guy who like, I don't know how the fuck, like, where are all these people coming from? That's like, yeah, the game reviewed really well. You should try it. Did you try it? How'd you recommend this game to me? Who the fuck is playing this? Oh my god. In yesterday's trial, the defense asserted that the caretaker was the murderer. However, the caretaker is yet to confirm this. This basically is like a very disorganized chatting stream at this point, but I'm all down for it. I'm down for it. It means I don't have to do voices for like 3 hours. It means I can just do my voice, which I'm already comfortable doing. Industry plant is way too accurate. Yeah. It's the only way to explain it. Like how... Who the fuck is playing it? Who the actual fuck is playing that game? Oh my god. I would like to... Shit's just mid at best. Exactly. Mid at best. It's basically every other fucking video game in existence. Like it's like Ready Player One, except it doesn't even have like the Marvel, like I saw Chun-Li, I clapped energy to it. It's just like, oh, I saw dialogue, I clapped. I saw open world, I clap. It basically has like the whole Ready Player One thing where it's like, oh cool, it's just this and this and it's just like it's an everything but the sync video game. They just have fucking everything in it, and it just looks like every other fucking video game ever made by mankind, and it's boring. It's fucking boring because of it. I played the original, did not fuck with it after I beat it. Oh, I didn't even beat it. I played it for 2 hours. I was like, man, this game's fucking boring, and I shut it off. And never played it again. And unfortunately, I played it for 2 hours, so I couldn't get a refund on it. I was debating. I was like, at the 1 hour mark, I was like, okay, we'll just sit through a little more of the game. You know, maybe it gets a little better. Maybe it's like people say with Forspoken, it gets better the more you play it. And then like I got to the 2 hour mark. I'm like, fuck, man, I'm not gripped by this game. And then that's when I realized I played it for 2 hours, and I'm like, I can't get a refund on it. Whoops. I paid $10 for this game I don't even like. Whoops. So that sucks. That sucks. Oh well. No, it was funny though. It was fucking funny. I mean, it happens to everybody. But that's a mistake I'm not gonna make again. Like, if a game hasn't gripped me in an hour, I'm not gonna play it for another hour. I'm just gonna put it down. That's the lesson I learned there. Because fuck, so many games I feel like I didn't give a good chance at first, and then I replayed it later and ended up really enjoying it. So that was part of the reason why I stuck around. I was like, you know, give it a fair chance. We haven't seen a good amount of the weapons yet or anything like that. You know, we've only encountered like a few of the dinosaurs, a few of the robot dinosaurs. You know, we've only seen a little bit of the dialogue and what the story has to offer. Seemed like a little bit of the main quest. Maybe it picks up later, you know? And it's like, no, fuck. I'm only gonna fuck with games that catch my attention immediately. Like, just immediately the game's gotta be good, man. There's no reason why your game can't start off strong. Just like with Forspoken. that always kind of fucked with me when people say Forspoken's better when you get later into the game. It's like, what the fuck motivated you to start to play the game until it got good? Like, it certainly doesn't start good. Why the fuck did you keep playing it? It's just really weird. I feel that. Same thing with Big Lebowski, that movie. Like, people are like, oh, the movie's way better on like the second view, on the second watch, the third watch, the fourth watch. It gets funnier the more you watch it. And I'm like, okay, but what motivated you to watch it more than once though? If you admit the first watch through is fucking terrible, what motivated you to watch it more than once? Shit like that. It's like, who sat down and like experimented with this and told everyone else to do it? Like, it's just one of those things where it's like, fuck man. Oh man. But yeah, I've noticed like if a game doesn't grip me immediately, I try to get a refund on that shit now. And Horizon is the reason why. Oh, that's so funny. Okay. Very well, please bring the witness into the courtroom. But once again, every time I go on a lengthy speech, just know I'm being rewarded for it. Okay. My ego is being stroked by that Keenan and Keele sketch or whatever their names were. Ladies and gentlemen of the court, I believe you all remember our witness. He lives in the boat rental shop on the lake from where he witnessed the incident. In addition, he has currently lost memory of his name and identity. Witness, why did you run away yesterday? The witness was not running away, as he will now testify. I see. Please begin your testimony. We're definitely not finishing this case tonight. We got 30 minutes left to stream. Let me find out somebody I know finished Forspoken. They're not going to hear the end of it. I do kind of want to play Forspoken on stream. I know it's going to be a funny ass stream if I play that, especially if we do get to the good part, because then I know it's going to blow my mind if it actually is good, or if it's just people like deciding that they like it. Just be a contrarian, because people do that shit. I've noticed people do that shit. And I think that's the reason why, I think that's because I used to be exactly like that, by the way. When Forspoken was coming out, I was like, oh, you know, everybody was shitting on it before it launched. And I'm like, oh, you know, it looks like a kind of interesting game. I'm willing to give it a try. And then I saw it come out and I saw everybody talking about it. And I'm like, okay, maybe they're not giving it a fair chance. And then I started watching gameplay of it and I realized, oh no, it actually is as bad as people say it is. It actually is that bad. So, that was, what I used to be that guy. Like, oh, you know, give games a fair chance, you know, you never know. And then I've noticed as I've gotten older, I've started to realize, no, the public opinion, like the popular opinion about a lot of games just is true. Like, I may not like Raiden so much in MGS2, but I do respect he's a very well-made character, and I see a lot of the like hype for the game. And MGS2 is a really fucking good game. I love the mechanics in it and everything, and like the story's pretty good too. I like and I hate Raiden at the same time, but I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to. So one of those things where it's like, you know, just I don't know. I've stopped defending games and I've just kind of started delving deeper into like my appreciation for them. It used to be I'd find a game that I felt was like having a hard time, whereas like now it's like, no, I just gravitate towards the games I know are good, and I just focus more. I find out why I like it so much. And I've started enjoying games way more after that. Because what was another game I played? Because there was another game I bought and played. Metal Gear Survive. That's what it was. You guys are going to be disappointed to hear this. I was a Metal Gear Survive like entertainer. I was like, okay, I played it for a little bit. I'm like, actually, this game's not too bad. It's not too horrible. You know, I'm having a little bit of fun, and then I put it down and never played it again. But like I remember for years I'd be like, well, it's not as bad as everybody says it was. And then like over time, it kind of slowly came to me, and I'm like, actually, the game is fucking terrible. I don't know why I saw all the shit going on with like Konami, and I'm like, oh, I don't think this game's being judged fairly. I don't think it's being judged objectively. Little did I know it was. The controversy with Kojima and Konami was very much related to Survive. I thought it was a completely separate thing, but no, like Survive is a product of that kind of decision, and that's why that game is the way that it is. And like my brain didn't want to make that connection. I thought that game was just getting a bad break. It was just having some bad luck. Released in the middle of a little controversy that happened, when in the reality it's like, no, it very much was very much was a mistake on Konami's part to make a game like that, and it was not a good game. Admittedly, I willingly played a couple of shit games knowing full well they were shit, like Saint Woken and Metal Gear Solid. Okay, so you also played it. Now I didn't finish either of them. Let's say one of them was somewhat weak, was somewhat decent. I also entertained Saints Row, by the way. I played Saints Row 2020 on launch day, and I played it. Okay, you're not going to believe this. I actually did laugh at a few of the jokes that were in the game. A lot of people say it's really unfunny. I did laugh at a few things. What made me stop laughing is when they repeated the jokes over and over again. Like, oh, you fucked with the wrong multinational private military corporation. The first time I heard that, I was like, okay, that's kind of funny. And then they said it like 7 more times in that same level. And I'm like, okay, you could have recorded more. Cough, cough, the game in Fox Engine. Yup, the game in Fox Engine. I don't know. It really fucking funny. But yeah, since then I've just stopped being that guy, and I'm happy that I'm not that guy anymore. You know, when you're honest with yourself about whether you like a game or not, you start to enjoy games a whole lot more. Funny how that works. But yeah, just a cool little fucking tangent from me. And that's why I only play good games now. Dog, I honestly forgot the dialogue is not Saints Row. I only remember it recently because I just happened, like literally yesterday, I just happened to be watching someone play the woke remake of it, or like the woke version of Saints Row. But yeah, it's the same people played Dustborn, and that's why I remember that game too, by the way. So it was funny seeing people play all these like woke, like Forspoken, Dustborn, Saints Row, all these games with terrible fucking dialogue. The worst fucking dialogue. The Marvel Avengers game, the Crystal Dynamics game, fucking like just the fucking worst. I've just been reveling in that a little bit lately, and I'm like, be reminded of like, man, I used to entertain games like these. I'm glad I fucking don't. I'm glad I don't anymore. Oh man, it's made. I also just like being a hater. It's fun being a hater sometimes. All honesty, it's actually really fun to be a hater. I keep forgetting about Dustborn. That game's lodged in my memory just because of how fucking like terrible the characters are. I like that it's a group of people just like gaslighting each other. Basically, and that's the entire fucking game, and like they're all so stupid and worthless. Every single one of them are so they're such horrible people, and it's like, how am I supposed to relate to these protagonists? They're like the worst fucking people possible. And then that was kind of how I felt about Saints Row, the new Saints Row, where it's like they're supposed to be starting a criminal enterprise, but like they're trying to make them like justify this, like, oh, we heard this guy kicks dogs, so we're gonna rob from him. And it's like, yeah, they kicked dogs, but you're also robbing someone. It's like, I don't know. I can't fully take your side on. I'm supposed to be on your side, but I can't be on your side because your morals are a catch-22. It's okay for you to do bad stuff, but it's not okay for the bad guys in the game to do the bad stuff. But you can do the bad stuff. Really stupid shit like that. Like, I don't know. I don't know. Just dumb shit like that. Fucking completely dumb. This guy, I like to imagine this guy's average rain and noodles lurker, just this guy bobbing back and forth, listening to all of this with a smile on his face. Average rain and noodles lurker. Oh, this guy is all the lurkers in chat right now. Oh, this guy's awesome. I'm really sorry about leaving yesterday like I did, but I wasn't running away or nothing. I went to buy some food for Polly, see? Figured I got nothing to do with this incident anyhow. Or, I mean, I need one of those motive things, right? And I don't got one. So my testimony yesterday stands as is. Goes to sleep. Me as fuck, yeah. It's fun, though. It's fun. I dig it. Let's begin the cross-examination. It used to be I needed to depend on people being in chat to make a stream entertaining. I'm glad I've gotten to the point where like I could have a stream where nobody talks and still make myself entertaining the entire time. Like still find things to talk about. It used to be you needed chat. Or it used to be I needed chat or I was bones. So really glad, like regardless of how many people are like lurking or chatting or whatever, I'm able to put on a good stream. He has to know his name. Yanni Yogi. You're Yanni Yogi and I'm going to prove it. Okay, hold it, motherfucker. I'd call what you did running away and not just leaving. You heard Larry's testimony and realized you were in danger. Now, Mr. Wright, there's no need to rush to conclusions. As I said, the witness was not running away. Listen to the testimony. He sure seems relaxed. In fact, they both do. Von Karma and Yanni Yogi. But I wasn't running away or nothing. Then why did you leave? He's just about to say why. Is it hard for you to just quietly listen when someone is talking? That's me. I always got a butt in. I'm like the Keemstar of every voice chat and everything that I go into. I'm constantly interrupting people and keeping people from talking. Like somebody will be all like, "Oh, I remember this day," and then I'm like, "Hey, have you guys ever like shat yourself the other day?" And then like everybody's hyper focused on me because of what I said. and then I'm like, "I'm sorry, you go." And then they're like, "I forgot what I was gonna say, man." And I'm like, "Sorry." And then I tend to be a lot louder than everybody else too. Like I'll be in the voice call and people will be like, "Fuck, man, I gotta turn you down. You're too loud." I hate the comparison, but on the other hand, it's kind of true. It's kind of true. If I sat quietly, Edgeworth would be guilty in 3 minutes. Went to buy some food for Polly, she. Food? Well, Polly's a bit of a gourmand, you see. Oh shit, there's a new Monster Hunter update tonight. Uh-oh, am I gonna have to install that? I just realized I might have to install it. Shit. Okay, we'll worry about that later. I'm probably gonna go to bed right after the stream anyways. Unless I stay up and play Valheim, but whatever. Oh. She only eats these high-quality performance bird pellets from France. They only have them in a big pet shop downtown, but you weren't arrested until this morning. Why didn't you go back to the caretaker's shack? Well, I kind of got lost, you see. The witness has trouble remembering things sometimes. When the police apprehended him, he was on his way back to the shack. Yeah, right. Nice try, Von Karma. No one's going to believe that. So he was lost. Please, Your Honor, please come to your senses. Oh, that's awesome. Figure I got nothing to do with this incident anyhow. You've lost much of your memory, is that correct? Yup, seems like it. Then how could you know that you didn't have anything to do with this incident? Or maybe you're lying about not having your memory, huh? You know exactly who you are. The witness has testified quite clearly that he has no memory of who he is. If you claim he's lying, then show the court proof. How am I supposed to prove what's going on in that old codger's head? That's impossible. I'm glad you've come to your senses, Mr. Wright. All right, dude, I gotta head out. Have a good one. You have a good one too, man. Thank you so much for stopping by. Yeah, stream's definitely gonna wrap up in like, we got 20 minutes. Actually, I wonder if since we just saved, maybe we should save this. Maybe we should leave this court case for next time. This basically was like a dramatic chatting stream. Judgment Day. Yeah. Okay, we'll leave things here, as a matter of fact. Let's do like a little bit of chatting. Or maybe I can install this Monster Hunter update and check it out real quick. I don't know. But seeing as we have 20 minutes, yeah, I gotta update it. Available April 4th. But I think it technically released 9 tonight because it's updating right now. New pendants. Oh yeah, there's like a new cosmetic pack. That also explains why this guy's playing because of the new update. Did you guys see this Alma outfit, by the way? Isn't there one where she dresses up like the handler or something? Oh, this one's free. Cool. I think some of this DLC is free, isn't it? I should look. Oh, I got my screen covered still. That's weird. I thought I uncovered it. Dancing White Cat. Show me the free DLC. Fuck it. Let's get the free deal. Oh, they changed the banner image too. Yeah, let's check out this Grand Hub. Vouchers pack. Gesture set 2. I think those are some returning gestures from the other Monster Hunter games. Apparently in this update, they're addressing like a lot of the technical problems with the game too. Said something about updating the direct storage, which, you know what? I wasn't expecting them to say that. I was expecting them to be all like, oh, we're changing a few things. We're improving the stability of the game. But they actually did go kind of in detail with what they were changing. Believe it or not, I remember down here in this post, the hunt is on. Yeah, I think it was this one, but quality of life improvements. Something about direct storage, game stability. Yeah. Game continue. Improvements coming soon. Reduction of VRAM usage. And an upgrade to the direct storage version. Yeah, so this was cool. This level of communication, completely unseen in terms of Monster Hunter. Like, they're actually paying attention to a lot of the PC problems, which, thank fucking Lord. Thank the fucking Lord. Because last night, I was like, hey, they sold 10 million copies of the game, estimated like $70. In theory, they grossed like 700 million USD, right? Something like that. So I was hoping, I was like, please, Capcom, put that money back into the game. Put it back into the fucking game, dude. And I'm glad that it seems like it's starting to get there. They're starting to update the direct storage, which that should help with the stuttering. The texture decompression, that's really gonna fix the problem. Like, that's, oh my god, I forgot to uninstall all my mods. Yesterday I was implanting it into my brain. I was implanting this concept into my brain. I was like, okay, Rainin, make sure you uninstall all your mods before you boot this game, before you update the game. Whoopsies. I kind of just did it right away out of nowhere. But let's see. So Wilds done updating. Cool. We're just gonna launch it with no mods. See how that goes. But yeah, the texture decompression is easily like the biggest fix in terms of the performance. Like, I noticed the micro stutter's gone away. A lot of the lag has gone away. RE framework in combination with the texture decompression mod has just about gotten the game to perform about where I expected it to. Actually, I was starting to hit like 120 FPS after doing those two fixes, and I'm like, okay, this is what I was expecting this game to do, like 60 FPS normally, and then like 120 through frame generation. Preferably, I'd like 90 FPS native, and then like frame generation just carries me the extra like 30 or whatever. But I play uncapped frame generation. I play my frame generated games uncapped, so they'll usually sit around like 140, 150 after applying that. But oh, it looks like RE framework was still installed. Whoops. I forgot I installed that one manually because I don't know what it is. I don't know if anyone else has this problem. When I install RE framework through Fluffy Manager, it like never works. It doesn't work properly. It always causes crashes and shit. So I usually just install it myself, like manually. And truth be told, I've had games update with RE framework still installed. It usually doesn't change anything. Hey hoes, I'm back. How you doing, Lawrence? I'm fucking back. Lawrence is fucking back. You missed all my you missed all of my intense rants about video game. Okay, title update 1. Arc Tempered Raydal will become available in a future event quest, so please wait for upcoming they delayed Arc Tempered Raydal. Why? It's just a buffed Raydal. Unless they have something new in mind with it. Oh, here's Ninja. New Grand Hub Time Attack event. Title update 1 is here. Mizutsune to the roster. Oh yeah, Mizutsune is the new monster. Oh fuck. Why'd you say oh fuck? Because you missed my rants? This game is not going to run well. Actually, hold on. Now that we got it booted, let's get some mods queued up. Let's see. By the way, if you're curious why I cover the screen every time I manage Fluffy Manager, it's because some of the mods, I don't really install porn mods, but some of the Gooner mods I have just have like bare nipple, and then they have an optional patch to cover it. So, but the preview image will have the nipple on the screen, so that's why I cover it. Just full disclosure. If you've ever wondered why doesn't this guy ever show his Fluffy, that's why. It's because modders are fucking horny as shit. Okay, so Dirty Mask. Dirty Maskini. I'd love to use that someday. That's a funny ass mod. I saw this one I missed your rants, I know, right? I saw this one Tekken mod where it was like sticky notes on top of the genitalia. It was really funny. I saw the comment section on that. It was like a Korean video too. So like the few English comments were like, man, I've been waiting for those sticky notes to slide off. I've been waiting for those to slide off. And like the fact that it was on YouTube was also funnier. You'd think a video like that would be on Pornhub or something. But whatever. Whatever. Oh, I'm glad Gooners will have Gooner mods. I'm not a Gooner though. But I do have Gooner mods. I'm a Coomer, not a Gooner. Anyways, what the fuck was I gonna say? What the H was I gonna say? Let's just have just the decompression mod just so we can get like the full performance. Maybe the game will run awesome if I do that. Just have one mod. I ain't blaming you. I have some Gooner mods too. I think everybody does, truth be told. Like as much as people don't want to, because here's the thing. Like I actually did know a guy who like was very a prude and didn't install any of those mods, but he was a Bethesda modder. So inevitably he would need to install CBBE because he played a female character. It was a prude female character. He didn't play any characters with like skin or anything, but a lot of the outfits he wanted to used CBBE or like True Wasteland Body or something like that. So just by virtue, like every time he wanted to mod his Bethesda games, he had to see like nipple or titty or vagina at some point. And I remember it like particularly pissed him off quite a lot. And truth be told, that guy just kind of needed to grow up. I'm going to be honest, but you know, at the same time, it's like, so there is an appeal for mods like that. Like even if you don't mod your game for that particular reason, a lot of people still do download those mods, and that's actually why those mods are usually the most downloaded. It's just because the body's higher quality. It tends to have higher quality textures, a higher poly count. One of the reasons I use the EBB extra buff body, I think it was called, for like Rise and World, it's because it's just way better than the vanilla one. I mean, outside of like a oh haha, the boobs are big like perspective, it is just a higher quality model, higher quality textures. The shape makes a lot more sense. A lot of video games, especially if they're like more westernized, tend to have like female shape be like a sort of like washboard, like plank, And it's like most women are not necessarily like that. They do have accentuations, like the hips don't really look the way they should. It looks a little like looks a tiny bit wrong to me. So whenever I see like extra buff body or like version R or something like that, those just tend to be like higher quality. And also I just like female outfits. I tend to just like the outfits, like you, not even for pornographic reason, not even for like fapping reasons, just like, you know, a lot of the time it'll just make more sense for the gender. Like WoW's included a lot of crop tops and stuff in the vanilla game, but it used to be that like that was not the case. A lot of the time the most feminine of female outfit ever got in Monster Hunter was like a dress or like a skirt or something like that, and then that was kind of it. So good on Wilds for including that, for making like going full female on the female outfits, because part of the reason they did that, by the way, is because in Wilds you can equip the male parts, the male counterparts to outfits on female players, and then vice versa. If you're playing a male character, you can equip the female parts on your male character, the female version of the armor. I'll actually show that to you guys right now, since I'm playing on vanilla. So this is like the perfect opportunity to showcase this. But if I really wanted to, for example, Ivan's character has a crop top that shows his abs, because that's just what Ivan wanted to show. Ivan wanted to make a strong character. But if you look at all of the male armor, like let's put on male Guardian Arkveld, for example. It's bulky, like it's very large, it's rounded. If you look at the female like crop top, it shows the abs. So if you wanted like a strong muscular character, this covers all of the muscles. So if you wanted that, you could individually pick all of the female pieces, but like mix and match them. That's actually what I did with my outfit too. I have male, not this one. I think it was this one. Yeah, I have male pieces mixed with the female ones. Like I have the male arms because I liked the chain. Because if you put the female ones, I mean, it looks good, but I just liked this one a lot better. I like the chain. I like the heavy gauntlets. Yo, whoever joins, speak the fuck up. don't bully the lurkers. And also it's given them opportunities to do this. It used to be if you had an eye patch, it would only be for one eye, and that was it. Like it was fixed on what eye it could be for. But with the new male and female armor system, you can have it on whatever side you want, which is cool. She keeps moving her fucking head. You could have it on whatever side you want, which is like, they went full bore with this. And then like gender neutral armors will just have one little piece. So they went full bore with this system, and I really, really like it. I think it's awesome. And it's also giving you a lot more real estate when you're making armor mods, because there's a female male version of this, and then there's a male of the armor too. Because notice how the female male, there's still space to accommodate the breasts and like the general shape of a woman, right? So you can have a masculine female armor. So there's 4 different types. Each piece of armor basically has 4 different models for you to work with. And that's given mod creators a lot of real estate. They can now make all sorts of different variants of the same armor set and just bind them to whatever piece of armor they want. So they can have like, it adds more layers of customization in the vanilla game, and then especially in the modded version of the game. So this is a really cool feature. And then of course, in like, if you're non-binary and you don't really have like a gender or anything like that, you can just decide what body type you want to lean more towards, and then just pick the piece that vibes with you. Like I'm not the biggest on like the whole gender thing. I don't understand it the best or anything like that. I'm not going to be extra sanctimonious about it, but I do think it's really cool in that instance as well. Just having the option, they put a lot of cool extra work into that, which is why I'm so annoyed about them misallocating their budget in other parts. Because like, imagine all of the other parts of the game that could have gotten overhauled just like this was, you know what I mean? Like if they just forgo all of the stupid like eating cutscenes and like all of the stupid animation systems they had to make just to get like new Udra and Zoo. They put so much money and so much work into getting these octopus monsters working, and then there's only 2 of them. Like, come on. They hopefully they bring back like Nakarkos or something like that, I guess, and at least get a little more out of it, but I don't know. Well, I'm Schizo. Anyways, aren't you going to change the title? Nah, because this stream's only going to go for like 7 more minutes. I just wanted to kind of check what's going on. But just cool thing I'm pointing out, just like a nice thing I wanted to compliment about the game. Let's go to, it was this one, right? I have a bunch of outfits already. I've already mixed and matched like a bunch of pieces. But Alma's got a quest. I'm assuming this is for Mizutsune. They're on your face, dude. Uh-oh. Her special glasses. So why weren't you wearing them? Ending up in a museum one day. Let's see. Let's make sure my pouch and everything is ready. Mizutsune is going to be kind of cool. What equipment set loadout do I have? Add me on Discord to join your live whenever you are streaming. My Discord username. That's a weird pitch, by the way. That's a much shorter pitch than what they usually do. It usually is like, oh man, I really enjoyed your stream. I think your stream is so cool. Like yada yada yada. It'll be like a whole fucking paragraph. Whole fucking thing. This one's just like, add me on Discord and I'll join your stream, dude. Does anyone actually fall for that? You will commit. Oh, okay, there we go for Alma. Yeah, where she dresses up like the handler. Some of the dudes I hang out with, they're pissed about that handler outfit. It's really funny. This game is so much DLC. They have to have like a dedicated DLC screen, by the way. It's really funny. EGM, other. Oh, I already have that. I just don't have it installed because I'm not using it right now. Research help. We'll hunt like a Mizutsune super fast. I'm super end game, so I don't think this Mizutsune will take a long time to kill. But Suja Tetsu-san wants to talk. Oh yeah, that must be for the Grand Hub. Check out a little bit of this Monster Hunter update. I might even stay up late tonight to play Monster Hunter with Ivan. I imagine all the guys are playing Monster Hunter right now since the update's out. So probably right after stream, I'll hit him up. We need to talk about the Dragon Torch.
Hang on, Olivia's here too.
Avis unit. Did Verna send for you? Well, we have an update regarding the Dragon Torch. We had that area sealed off, but the Allharkin. Yes. Faint whisper.
Is the game really quiet for you guys, by the way? It's quiet for me.
At first, I could not identify. You don't mean so? Unfortunately, we've discovered multiple budding cocoons. We removed many of the small ones, but it seems to have had no effect.
And this is where you.
Oh yeah, this is Oshia coming back.
So you can't do that. It's
Unstudied biological energy source.
I'm aware. I had no intent.
good.
All right. Then why don't you let us? Yes. Of course. No one knows what we're up against. As for me, I'll make my own preparations and stand by for your.
I thought we were done with Zoshia.
We can't go in underprepared. Right.
I forgot they were bringing Zoshia back.
Once I'm ready to go. I'll be here.
Oh yeah, these giant Wyverian guys, by the way, this used to be a thing in old school Monster Hunter. This is the first time we've gotten them in the modern game. Last time we saw these guys was in like Generations, I think. So like 3 games basically.
A site where songs of prayer have been offered since ages past.
3 games where we 2 games where we didn't see them, because this one we do. And that's because this one takes place in the old continent. Like, this isn't the new world, which I also like about this game. I like that it takes place in the same area as the old school Monster Hunter games, which is why all the old monsters are returning too. It's really cool. Cultural exchange. Peaks of Backgate. Grand Hub is now open. Now a thriving hub of communication for hunters all over the world. Visit Grand Hub. I think I'm in online single player, so I don't know if we'll see like the 100 players, but
This is wonderful. To think a place of such rich history. It's a place for us to share our cultures. For each.
Yeah, let's make the rounds.
every facility you'll need to prepare for a hunt. There's also special entertainment that can only be found in the hub, so have a look around. Squad information counters moved here. I did read that. But it's cool. Usually in the Gathering Hubs for the other games, Rise was the exception. But in World, if you wanted to go to the Gathering Hub and you wanted to make more equipment, you had to leave the Gathering Hub, which was really annoying. You ready to test your skill? Oh yeah, there's arena skill. There's arena quest now. I'm assuming this is the other quest board. Yeah. This is the Grand Hub quest counter. Okay, yeah, the forge is here. Good. And it looks like the melding's there. Provision stockpile. I think they had to retroactively add these NPCs into the Grand Hub, into the old Gathering Hub. The merchant to like sell you potions and shit. Because it got so irritating. But they never added the forge. You always had to leave the hub just to go to that, from what I remember. So the fact that that's there is good. Like in comparison to Worlds, it's pretty good. I don't know if it still necessarily beats out Rise, because Rise, it was all just so seamless. Like you had access to everything in such short proximity. But I don't know, maybe this one will grow on me. Barrel bowling. Grand old time rolling some barrels. Are required to play. You can get these via login bonuses, item trades, and Suja, and from the support ship. They might as well try it. Let's play football. So how do I roll it? My weapon? Okay, presumably you don't just place it down the middle. You only get 2, right? Kind of a cool use of their physics systems they've got going on, I guess. I don't see myself doing this a lot. It's kind of like Tekken bowling. It's like, okay, it's cool. It's nice that you got it. Oh, okay. If you can earn items from it, I guess that makes it a lot more worth it. If you can get items from it. Barrel bowling strap pendant. Okay, cool. So we got a pendant. The heck is this, by the way? This little icon. I guess that's just to tell us where the bowling is. And then I guess this is another form of entertainment. This little thing here. Wait, what? Do they mean this tape? Okay, we have the food here. That's the scout. Canteen. You can order regional meals from each of the various villages, as well as seasonal meals during special events. Vouchers required for meals at the canteen can be obtained. Okay, so usual thing. Springy Kunafa cuisine. Oh, this is good. This is good. So you can order like the food from the different areas. Pick a meal voucher. Capture Pro, Exploiter, Caprice. Oh, we got arm wrestling. There we go. That's pretty standard too. Seems like there's 2 canteens. Oh, ingredient center. Okay. I was like, why is there 2 canteens? Okay, but this is supposed to be where we're supposed to get our 100 person lobbies. I'm guessing this is like a big hangout area over here. So that's kind of cool. I kind of figured with a name like the Grand Hub, it would be a little bigger. I'm not going to lie. This is about the size of like Iceborne's hub, I think. But not necessarily a bad thing. Got the pop-up tent. Record board. And that's for like event quests and stuff. That's weird that Arc Tempered Ray Dow is a later event quest. I wonder why they had to delay it. He must have like a new mechanic or something tied to him. Like there must be some new thing to grind that you get from the Arc Tempered monsters that you can't get from the regular ones. If I had to make a guess. A first cry.
Shall we head for the Dragon Torch? Or would you like to check a different quest first?
Do I do Zoshia or Mizutsune?
We'll leave.
I'm kind of more interested in Mizutsune. I remember in last night's Monster Hunter stream, I was ranting about Zoshia. I'm like, come on, man. It's basically like Xeno'jiiva again. Like Zoshia was such a disappointing thing. Okay, where's my secret? Oh wait, I get it from Kanya? She said something about the Woodwoods, so I was about to go over there.
Good idea.
Glad I double checked.
Have you been angling, Fisher Fellow? Actually, let me reel it in. Listen, could you and Alma help me? Seeing as you... See? I knew I could count on you. The thing is, my fisher wetler, Mastangler.
Okay, I think someone needs to set a limit on you smashing words together.
We can discuss it later. I know Mastangler.
Oh, did her glasses fog? I didn't even know that was a detail they put in there. That's funny.
He and I hit it off from the moment we met. But lately, his stomach's been doing the talking for him. My specialties lie in the water, but as a scholar, fish are a central part of the Wudwood's diet. So if a Wudwood is going hungry when he's...
Something must be keeping them.
Yes, and that's something?
Yeah. That's why I was hoping you could accompany me. If it's you guys, the Wudwoods are a lot less...
All right. Well, what are we waiting for?
I hope you guys can hear the game, by the way. I don't know. It's the same volume as it was last night. And when I had headphones on, like we were able to like hear the game pretty decently. So I'm just gonna guess you guys can hear it a lot better than I can. Spirit in the Moonlight.
If you don't mind me asking, how do you communicate with Matt Stangler if he doesn't talk? When two people drop a line side by side, that's all you need. Any true fisher knows the feeling. Angling transcends words.
Any ideas which monster it could be?
I had my zenny on a Bashaguma, but
Bashaguma.
Bashaguma are
What the hell is a Bashaguma?
right? So if they're just out there doing their thing, that should result in a fish shortage.
I see. A dough shagama.
Oh, yes, that. I can't remember the name of anything out of the water. Matt Stangler should be at his fishing spot around now. He's been fishing around the clock to try and help his people. We should hurry then. If the monster comes while he's alone... Yikes. Yeah, that would be bad. Oh, we're nearly there. Aha! Sure enough. Matt Stangler! You're safe. I was so worried. Is that the monster that's disturbing your fishing? No. No.
Oh yeah, look at that bubble.
The Mizutsune! To ensure the area's safety, the guild authorizes you to hunt the Mizutsune! On it.
All right, get over here, bitch. Get over here, bitch. Exactly as I planned. I'm the fucking Monster Hunter master. I'm glad they brought back the theme song too. Oh shit. Too early. I'm used to the fast Mizutsune from Rise. Oh shit, I pressed right trigger. Apparently EI slash on top of the frame generation input lag also has 5 frames of lag before, like, between when you press right trigger and when it actually does it. Apparently, according to like some mod I saw on Nexus. So I wonder if that's why I'm failing to land the EI slashes. Oh yeah, see? What the hell? I've definitely pressed right trigger there. But I don't know. It could totally be me too. I mean, this is the first time I ever fought this version of Mizutsune. It's totally possible that animations are just timed differently. Okay, spraying water. It's got a wound. Get the wounds, dude. Okay, still a wound. Oh shit. Even with quick sheet 3, I didn't have enough time to sheet that. A little early on that one. Whoops. I'm trying to learn like the timing for all the EI slashes because I'm trying to do that one more than Foresight. My instinct and bad habit is to do Foresight, but if I do Foresight, I can't say for example, I do a Foresight slash and I land it, but the monster does a consecutive hit right afterwards. I'm bones because you can't Foresight slash out of a Foresight slash. But you can EI slash into Foresight slash. So that's why everybody recommends you do EI first. Like that's the first one you do. In Rise, you can counter 3 times in a row. You can do EI, then Foresight, and then the wire bug counter. And that's why a lot of monsters in that game have a triple hit move. Like Izuchi with like the triple tailspin and shit like that. Because they actually have a built-in like game mechanic way for you to do that. All the other weapons have like a bunch of counter mechanics too in that game, which is really cool. Fuck, come on, man. Just out of reach. Okay, running. I know if I wonder if the Mizutsune armor is going to have any good skills on it. I know for sure it's going to have bubbly dance. Like obviously it's going to make you immune to the bubbles and whatever. But I wonder if that's going to be what other skills it'll have on offer. Just gonna bully those guys real fast. Me too, swimming. Fuck. I feel like I've been waiting so long for more content for this game, dude. I'm glad it's here. I'm glad there's some. I'm a little miffed about Arc Tempered Ray Dow, though. I mean, Zoshia is not going to be too hard. There's a tempered version of Mizutsune, so at least there will be that. So far, what I've been fighting hasn't been too hard, though. And Zoshia is a pushover, like low rank Zoshia at least. I guess we'll see if high rank's any different. I want to try to mount. There we go. And then see what I mean? They did a consecutive attack right after that, so Foresight got me out of that situation. That's why I want to do EI, and that's why I want to get good at that one. I'm good enough at Foresight, just because Foresight's like the safest one, outside of like Wirebug Counter, which that's only in Rise, but... Oh, thank you, Palico. And also, EI slash doesn't cost any resources. It never costs you any spirit meter to use EI slash. If anything, it adds to it. Whereas Foresight, you got to use all your bar, but you do have the potential to gain a level from it, so it becomes worth it in that right. But you got to be smart. Oh, cool. Thank you for walking into it, I guess. Ooh, flaming bubbles. They added something new to it. Wound. Get it. Okay, cool. I definitely still like the Rise version of Mizutsune the most. The Rise Mizutsune theme is so perfect. Like, the Rise Mizutsune theme is so good, it feels like Mizutsune probably was a monster made for Rise and was maybe, like, backported for Generation. I don't think that's true, by the way, but I wonder if, like, Mizutsune is like a Street Fighter Luke situation where, like, it was made for a game in the future and they decided to put it... I don't know. Wasn't Mizutsune the flagship monster for Generations, though? I forget. I didn't play that one. I apparently skipped out on the best Monster Hunter ever made, but whoops. Whoopsies. Oh, yeah, I never used my flashes. Where are those? There we go. Still has the same little whine it does. Okay, I want to get a wound on his head. There we go. I like that the mounting minigame has been improved by the wound system, by the way, because it used to be you just kept pressing Y until the monster fell over. You just kept doing it. Whereas, like, now there's a strategy to it. You create wounds in as many places as possible, and then you finish it off with the right bumper. And then everybody's got wounds. So if they got Guardian Arc Veil, they get free heals. They do extra damage. Whole shitload of DPS done to the monster all at once if you're in a sweaty 4-stack. Wound system's pretty awesome. If you're alone, wound system's pretty awesome. I can't stress it enough, man. I love the wound system. It's a game changer. Such a good feature, man. It's not as abusable as Clutch Claw. The ceiling is as high as it gets with the wound system. You can do so much with it, but you can't abuse it, which is where the problem was with the Clutch Claw. Like, as much as I love that mechanic, I think the Clutch Claw is really awesome. It was one of the best parts of the world. But man, the way people abuse that shit made every fight just pointless. Like Alatreon, Fatalis, the supposed to be like the hardest monsters of all time, and they were if you didn't abuse Clutch Claw, like if you played the game you were supposed to. But if you were really on top of that shit, and you had the monster flopping 100% of the hunts, not able to attack you, like even like Alatreon wasn't a big fucking deal. So it was really obnoxious. But the wound system doesn't enable that. It just increases your DPS, makes hunts shorter, makes hunts more efficient, but you still have to fight the monster. So that's a good very positive change they made. All right, I guess let's check out Zoshia. Oh, that was an extra mission? So I guess Zoshia is the next part of the story. Interesting. I would have thought Mizutsune would be would have some sort of element, but I guess it was kind of positioned like a. Why can we not do Zoshia? What the fuck? I have to go to Suja? Oh, okay. I have to be in Suja to queue it up. I was really confused. I'm like, what? What? You can tell my voice is starting to go. It's a little bit from that Ace Attorney stream doing all those voices. What? Yes, I want to see. Why can't I do Zoshia? What? Oh, Alma had to walk. Alma had to walk to her designated spot in order for me to do the. Get off. Alma, get off. Do your thing. Do your thing. Thank you. That's a little dumb. The whole point of Alma and having her around you is you could access the quest board at any time. But like if she has to walk into a specific spot to queue a quest, that's really dumb. I don't know why they don't just put it in your assignments. I wonder if when G rank comes, if they're going to do a Xenojiva again and make like a Ho Shia or some bullshit like that. Slow Shia. But yeah, Zoshia was like the lamest. Was like the lamest boss ever. Very underwhelming. Okay, we need more dust. Can we trap it? I don't think Zoshia is an Elder Dragon. Which that's crazy, by the way. The fact that that's not an Elder Dragon. None of these monsters have been Elder Dragons yet. Like, I'm guessing they're going to get added later on as the game develops, but it is a little disappointing. Unless they're saving them all for G rank, I guess maybe from like a story perspective, it would make sense. Takes till G rank for you to fight the Elder Dragons. It just feels wrong that they're not in the game. Not to be one of those idiots who like bitch about the roster, but I don't know, man. Get the arms another weak point. Let's see if traps work. Maybe it's too big. I don't know. I don't think I've ever tried to trap Zoshia. But yeah, thank God. I was saying earlier, thank God I got my gold crowns already, because I would hate to have to get like a gold crown Zoshia, gold crowns Mizutsune. Because getting gold crowns, like the big crowns and the small crowns for all the other monsters, was a pain in the ass. El Wingram. Doesn't look like Zosia can be trapped. Okay. So either it is an Elder Dragon or it's just too big. Okay, now its eyes are showing. Oh, paralysis. Cool. Oh, I already have my flash pot. Whoops. Oh, no, dung pods. It's weird how when you're cycling through the ammo, like sometimes it auto equips it and then sometimes you still got to press X. Like that always throws me off. That's such a weird change. You'd think they'd make it consistent. Maybe it is and there's just something I'm doing that's like preventing it from applying when it should be, but I don't know. It's weird. Makes it so cumbersome. I prefer it the Rise way where you can just throw it instead of using like the slinger. Okay, Tail's on the weak spot. You can tell I've only fought Zoshia once. Okay, fire mode. Oh yeah, they nerfed the Gormagala mantle, by the way. Which kind of sucks. It was like a diet version of the Chaotic Gore armor, where you lose health, but you do more damage. And I really liked that, but they nerfed it. Which kind of sucks. Don't tell me that's another kick bot. Oh yeah, see why I should EI slash? If I did that and then did a jab, I could have foresighted. Is there a wound after that happens? No. It's just red because of the fire. I knew what I was doing wrong there and I still did it. Okay, hold on. We gotta heal. First time in a while I've had to drink a potion. Not getting too many wound spots. Ancient potions are kind of irrelevant in this game too, because once you get Guardian Archveld, like that's kind of it. I wonder if the Zoshia is going to be good enough to overpower it. It'll probably have better defense than Guardian, but I gotta imagine. Oh, I did that too, or I did that too late. But I gotta imagine that's usually how it goes when you make a boss. When you make an armor out of the final boss, it usually has really good defense but really shit skills. And I think that was the case with low rank Zoshia. We'll see if high rank's any better. I wish we had Arc Tempered Ray down now. It feels so weird that we have to wait on it. By the way, are its eyes out right now? I think it also has a Nova, doesn't it? I remember Zoshia having like a Nova move. Oh, I pressed Foresight. What the fuck? By the way, whoever followed or subscribed, thank you so much for that. Totally forgot to say, I'm kind of out of it right now. You can tell it's like 11:30. I should have been going to bed like 30 minutes ago, but oh well. Okay, well, EI slash wouldn't have helped me out of that. That one would have been a good one of Foresight. I'm glad high rank Zoshia does decent damage. It's still pretty readable. Like, it's still kind of slow. I don't know. I haven't seen what moves are new yet. I gotta imagine they added a few new ones. Shit, just out of range, of course. They always do that. Every time I go for that, they always back off. Unintentionally, too. That's the worst part. They don't even do it intentionally. Oh, it does have its eyes out. It just ignored that flash. That's a little obnoxious. I hate it when that happens. Yeah, another good place to foresight right there. Oh, I didn't mean to pause. Forgot I had that on my quick window. Oh, the Palkit was going to bring me health anyways. Can I get some wounds, please? Been hitting the same spots like over and over again. This must be revenge for that Ray Dow that just kept giving me wound after wound after wound. Really? I can't EI that? Okay. Never mind then. I guess you're just supposed to roll. Oh, head's not a weak point anymore. Okay, so let's go for arms. What? I was rolling. I was rolling right. How did the right arm get me? Its right arm got me while I was rolling to my right. That doesn't make any fucking sense. I pressed right trigger there, by the way. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I should invest in that mod. Maybe that would fix it. I don't know. I feel like I should just get used to the vanilla EI timing. But that would explain why I land it all the time in Rise, but I don't get it at all in Wilds. But I can still do Foresight Slash. Like Foresight Slash with the frame generation input lag, I've gotten used to it. Like I can do it now. But if there's more input lag on top of that, like another 5 frames, like that's if I was using like a 50 series GPU and I was using multi-frame gen. What the fuck? Okay, I'm rolling, dude. I'm rolling. How the fuck did I get hit by that? Really? Really? What the hell are these angles that like these like eruptions come out of? I already didn't like Zoshia. This is not giving me any reasons to like this monster. I'm starting to remember why I thought this fight was kind of stupid. Wait, did I lose that wound point because I didn't stab it right away? No way. Oh, too early. Too early on that one. That was my fault. Okay, after my Palico. Oh yeah, I should have. Yeah, I keep making the same mistake, dude. Okay. It's because, like, by having that delay with the EI, my brain is like, don't trust that shit, do Foresight. And then, like, Foresight works, but obviously does the consecutive hit afterwards that I know is coming, but my brain tells me not to do it. Oh, I think here comes the Nova. Behind it. Oh, wait, what? What was I supposed to do there? That's new. Maybe there was something on the ceiling I was supposed to shoot down. That did not happen in low rank. I don't think it did. Will crystals to spread the fire. You destroy the crystals before. Oh, okay. Would have been handy to know the first the first time. I'm just supposed to know that? There we go. That one worked for some reason. Gave me iframes for the whole thing too, so I'm definitely supposed to EI that. Oh, what? Oh, fuck. Okay, I might have done it just barely too late. I might have sheathed just barely too late, because that definitely was supposed to be a frame 1 EI, but I think I sheathed a little too late, later than I should have. Yeah, that's another late sheath. Whoops. Okay, hit that. Hey, at least give me some fucking health, dude. Oh, too early. This monster's making me sheath a lot. God damn. It really doesn't want me to foresight. Who is Edgingworth? Hey, how you doing, Hawthorne? Zoshi is kind of ass. I'm not going to lie. This high rank version is not making me like the monster anymore. If anything, it might be less. I already was not fond of low rank. Uh-oh. Okay, that's my fault. I sheathed a little too late on that one. There we go. Ooh, get that wound. Get that head. Come on, do a bunch of damage. Oh shit. Whoops. Dude, if I came back from the gym, not trying to look tough, I just eat a lot of chicken. Yeah, you might as well make good use of that. I ate chicken earlier too. I'm definitely gonna eat something after I get off stream. In like 20 minutes. Oh shit. Rest in piss, you little shit. Oh, hi. Am I gonna cart 3 times to high rank Zoshia? Am I seriously gonna do that? I better not. I'm glad they made Zoshia harder, but it's kind of annoying now. All it's doing is reminding me of why I didn't like it very much. Oh, shit. Okay, that EI was a little early, I guess. I don't know. He really delayed that shit. Okay, now the head is a weak point. Okay, get out of there. Watch, he gonna die. Where's my ancient potions, by the way? Why does it keep recommending I use small potions? Yeah, what the fuck? Use these, motherfucker. Why do you keep using the small potions? Oh my god, I couldn't foresight. I thought I could cancel that. What? That should have been a successful EI slash. What the fuck? Okay, max potion. Since the game doesn't want to put it in the optimal category, I think I might take the regular potions out of my fucking inventory at this point. Say this fried chicken is the best invention since the wheel. Yeah. Can't get enough of it, especially KFC's fried chicken. The meat is just right the amount of juicing. Uh-oh. I am not a big fan of KFC. I like Popeyes a lot more. I like Popeyes way more. I used to like Chick-fil-A's and then they changed the recipe. But I just kind of stopped getting fast food almost altogether. I only get it like to reward myself basically. And then that's it. Because it's cheaper to just buy a rotisserie chicken and then like a big ass bag of kale and just eat that every night. It's a lot cheaper and healthier. Eat eggs in the morning, salad in the middle of the day. Eat some chicken for dinner. Just carve off pieces of rotisserie chicken and eat that with some rice. Ever since I started doing that, it's been making like meal planning a lot easier. The problem is you basically have to buy a bunch of chicken and kale in bulk. And I haven't been able to do that again until recently. I was doing good. And then like I was doing good because my family was buying healthy stuff from grocery stores, and then they gave up and they started buying Hot Pockets and shit again. And that means there's less for me to eat because I refuse to step down and eat junk food, but it meant there was less healthy food available for me. So now all of a sudden, me not being a picky eater whatsoever, I had to get picky. And it really limited my options and now finally, now that I have my own money again, I've been able to go to the grocery store and buy all the shit I actually want to eat. I can't say what I wanted to say. Was it something about KFC? But KFC's pretty all right. I remember I used to like KFC a lot. Not anymore. Every time I eat KFC, I just feel like fucking weird. Like I feel kind of sickly. I don't know how to describe it. Oh shit. Can I move? But yeah, not saying your opinion's wrong whatsoever. I'm just saying. That's how I fucking feel. And I'm the fucking star of the show, so pay attention to me. Looks like Zoshi is almost dead. This monster sucks cock, dude. I'm starting to remember now, launch night, fighting this monster for the first time in low rank. I was like, this monster is really bad. I was glad I only had to fight it once. I thought it was weird that it wasn't in high rank, but I was happy. I'm like, oh, thank God. I only got to fight it once. Then I saw the credits and I'm like, all right, cool. Then there's high rank comes after that naturally. But, starting to remember how fucking shit this guy was. Like, see how many rolls it took me to get past that? And I'm pretty sure I have evade extender. That's the other part of it too. Can I roll? I sort of got tired of junk food, like what used to when I was young. Yeah, I feel like that's what happens to most people. They get a bunch of junk food when they're younger, and like they get their first job, they started getting their own money. I fell victim to that. The problem is I kept eating junk food for years after that, and then junk food replaced like all of my meals. So until pretty recently, I started eating healthy again. I mean, until pretty recently, like I would just go to fast food, and then fast food just started getting really expensive. The reason I went to fast food was it was cheap. And then like over the years, it just like doubled and then like tripled in price. And then now you're paying like, used to be you could get a whole ass fucking large combo for like $7. And then now for that same price, you get like small fries and then like one thing, a small drink. It's like, it's getting absurd. And yeah, it's filling and it's enough to like eat. Like, I'm not complaining that I'm starving after I get like a $7 like Lux box from Taco Bell or something like that. But one of those things that like over time, they priced it out of making sense to do. Where like now I can go to a grocery store and I can buy a whole rotisserie chicken. And like that'll provide dinner for me for multiple nights instead of just one night. And then same with it, I could get a $5 bag of kale. $6 like dozen of eggs. I went to the grocery store. I got everything I needed to feed myself for multiple days in a row for $20. Like that's breakfast, that's lunch, that's dinner. For $20 just to feed myself, only to feed myself. Like obviously if I was going to feed the whole family, which we did get groceries for everybody else, it'd be a lot more, but my plan is that $20 is going to feed me for the next handful of days. Then I go again, eat the same thing over and over again. Bunch of chicken, bunch of kale, very little rice because rice has carbs in it. So if you eat too much of it, it can be good but bad in large quantities. So yeah, generally, get the fuck out of my. Where am I supposed to go? You have me against the fucking wall, dude. You have me against the like. What fucking choice did I have? You didn't give me anywhere to run to. This guy's actually pissing me off, dude. This arena is not big enough for how big this monster is. Like, you get pinned against the fucking wall too much and you have nowhere to dodge. And I can't foresight slash. Because apparently they added input lag to it for some fucking reason. Probably not intentional, but still like 5 frames of input lag on foresight on top of the 3 frames I'm already experiencing from frame gen. Yeah, like that's not cool. Glad I'm almost like 10 frames from reality every time I need to make a precise timing. A move with precise timing. You know, that's always cool. How am I supposed to destroy those crystals, by the way, with the slinger? She said I like destroy the crystals like Alma did, but she didn't say how. And now that I'm getting to the point where it looks like it's gonna do the Nova again, I'm like, okay, but how? Where's my jump? Where's my fucking jump? If I was the star of the show, I'd be a dead dwarf star. Understandable. I have to be honest, I'm tired of being a lazy piece of shit. So I help out people a lot more. Define lazy piece of shit, because for me, it's not that I hate being lazy. I like to relax, but I just like to be productive. Like, I don't just like to sit and do nothing necessarily. I'll sit and relax. I like doing that. What the fuck? Like, where am I supposed to go? I can't go right. I can't go left. I can't go towards them. Fuck this stupid ass monster. Oh, is there no limited car? Thank fucking Christ. I was going to be really pissed right there because I'm pretty sure that's my 3rd one. What was I supposed to do there? I'm Asian, rice is life. Have no rice and that's a sin. It's not no rice. I just try not to have too much because again, it's carbs and like you know, that's not too great for you. Black people, some random dumbass kid. What the hell are you talking about, Lawrence? I shall turn now. Good luck, everyone. That Asian woman from Family Guy. Good luck, everyone. I know, right? That's how I feel. Like, no matter where I go, I create danger and I get in danger during this fight. It's really obnoxious. Why is this arena not bigger? They should have made a new arena for this guy if he's going to have so much weird shit to spam like that. I don't know. I'm probably being salty because this is like the second time I've ever fought this monster. Period. But like, that is so obnoxious, dude. I can't believe it has a move like that. Like, you want me to be in front of it so I can get the arms in the face, but like I can't fucking do anything once I'm there. Roll, roll, roll. Also doesn't give me any wounds either, which is really, really annoying. Like, I've been hitting these parts so much. It's got skull emoji and I've gotten maybe like 4 wounds. Like, that's not normal. Why would you make a boss that neglects like the main mechanic of the game? Okay, cool. I'm glad I was behind it and still got caught in that. I'm glad that has a backwards hitbox for some reason. That totally makes sense. Why slay the dragon when you can clap him? I know, right? Okay, that's my fault. I should have rolled again. I thought I could EI that. Okay, not going to chance it. If I sheathed, I would have done it just barely too late. Okay, come on. I started rolling in the opposite direction. How big is that? How big is that AoE? Holy shit. I feel like I got a Superman dive every time this monster does something. That is so annoying. Dying just now. It feels like it, dude. I should really just get a jump on its tail now that its tail is a weak point. Okay, roll. Okay, that animation didn't cancel in time. That's fine. Probably should have stopped at 2 instead of 4. And that's 2 instead of 3 in that string. What? I pressed it. I pressed right trigger, dude. What the fuck? Okay, get that one. Oh, is there not a wound there? Okay, what about this one? There we go. This has become a fucking Dark Souls fight. Roll and all. Yeah, roll and roll, basically. That didn't feel cheap or anything. I'm probably just bitching a lot. This is, like I said, this is a monster I've literally only fought. This is the second time now, so I'm sure like once I fight it a handful more times, I'll figure it out. But that felt really unfair. Just being up against the wall, which I don't want to be, but the monster keeps fucking going there. And then like it keeps facing the wall. So and all the weak spots are in the front. I gotta keep hitting his fucking arms. So I gotta be in front of it. It's facing the wall. Uh-oh, it does the big AoE in front of it. I can't roll twice to get out of it. I can't do any damage. If I Superman dive, I lose out on DPS. It's like, what the fuck do I do? I guess I am just supposed to Superman dive every time I see that coming. Get a rarity 8. One rarity 8 device. Cool. That was so worth it. I can't wait to play. I can't wait to loop Zoshia over and over and over again. Getting one rarity 8 device each time. When Tempered Arcveld gives you like 6. It's way easier. That makes fucking sense. Same with Tempered Gormagala. Tempered Gormagala is a fucking scam. Way harder than Tempered Arcveld, and it gives you much shittier rewards. It's like, why would you ever do that? More than once.
Indeed, but how did Soshia revive?
I've been wondering the same thing. Based on the information we have, my best guess is that it can self-propagate through something akin to asexual reproduction.
This guy's asexual, dude. It's Zoshia, it's asexual.
If some of it somehow survives, even a little piece, it could become another adult?
That's if it's supplied with energy. Wyveria's final line of defense is nothing to sniff at.
In which case, and I'm simply being honest here, can we truly allow the Dragon Torch to exist?
It's a conundrum. But this region survives despite, no, alongside that conundrum.
So you're saying we just keep an eye on it and make sure things don't fall apart?
Well, that's why we're here, isn't it? It's our duty. Jeez. I'm starting to sound like you.
Yes. Until we understand how Zoshia regenerates, we keep monitoring it and the Dragon Torch.
We'll all be working on this problem together. With the Keepers and the Allharkin's blessing, of course.
Right. We'll see how this unfolds. At the moment, that's our best option.
Whoa, that'll fucking suck. Hunter rank 120, cool. Alright, I'm probably gonna call the stream here. That's got me pissed. I thought, oh man, this fight's gonna be cool. This fight's gonna be so cool. Ended up fucking pissing me off. Oh, that's badass. Alright, well. You guys have a good one. Peace out. Oh man.